My beloved child, can you feel its heft in the air, the echo of something greater calling your name? This isn't just a message, it's a lifeline. The world has spun too fast, you've lost your grip, but I am here now to remind you of your anchor. You were made for more. And if you stay with me till the final word, you'll begin to remember every second you've lived has led to this very point. Don't turn away now, not when the truth is this close. I have something to show you that will change everything. I notice the quiet spaces within you where joy once shone brightly, now seemingly dimmed by shadows. I sense the deep longing for what was vibrant and whole, now feeling diminished or taken away. This grief you carry, this feeling of something precious slipping through your fingers, has not escaped my attention. I am not distant from your pain. In fact, it is close to my heart, and I am profoundly moved by your sorrow. An ancient urge stirs within you, a desire to reclaim what has been lost, a yearning for the shattered fragments of your joy, peace, or purpose, scattered by the winds of hurt or neglect. I assure you this loss is not the end. It's merely a pause, a necessary breaking open so that restoration can emerge with a power and beauty far beyond what you once knew. When I look at you, I don't see your brokenness as the final picture. Instead, I see a canvas awaiting the master's touch, ready to be swept with colors that will never fade. Because it is my nature to restore. I am the God who never abandons what is lost. I am the one who gathers every fragment, like a shepherd diligently collecting scattered lambs at dusk. Even if you've journeyed through deserts that withered your soul, my spirit is poised to refresh you with living waters. What you perceive as ruins are not empty to me. They are fertile ground for new life to bloom, for strength to be rebuilt, and for hope to be rekindled with a sacred fire. My child, I understand the ache of shattered dreams and the weight of lonely nights filled with unanswered questions. Perhaps you've clung to memories, hoping they might somehow bring back what the present denies. Yet this clinging has not been in vain. It has preserved your heart's capacity to receive what I am about to give. The very place where your loss feels sharpest is precisely where I will pour my grace, weaving threads of redemption through every torn edge. You are never left alone in your emptiness. I am silently, tenderly at work, gathering every lost thing, every postponed dream, every weary spirit, to meticulously piece them back together. Understand that my restoration isn't just about returning to what was. It's about bringing forth something richer, greater, and purified through the trials you've faced. The crucible of time and heartache doesn't destroy, it refines. Just as a skilled jeweler cuts and polishes a stone to reveal hidden brilliance, I am shaping you through every loss into a radiant reflection of my glory. The shattered pieces of your life will become the foundation of a new testimony, one that speaks of unwavering hope and the triumph of divine love over despair. My work follows a sacred rhythm, first the breaking, then the mending, then the blossoming. You may be in the silent, aching middle right now, but remember, this signifies my careful craftsmanship, not my neglect. Each loss you grieve is a seed planted in my garden, awaiting the harvest of restoration that only I can bring. Trust in my divine timing, for I am never slow, forgetful, or unconcerned. I move in the unseen currents of your life, orchestrating a symphony of hope that will rise from your pain, stronger and more beautiful than ever before. My dear child, I invite you now to embrace this truth. Your story isn't finished where you feel the deepest loss. That chapter is simply a prelude to my restoration, an unfolding mystery where I transform brokenness into a masterpiece of grace. Don't shrink from this promise out of fear or disbelief. Instead, lean into it. Feel it pulse beneath your wounds. I am with you, working with a love so vast it defies the logic of your suffering, constantly rewriting your narrative with hands that never tire. If your heart senses a stirring, don't turn away. Let the hope of restoration begin to dawn within you. like the first light chasing away the night. Know that I am repairing, renewing, and reclaiming what was lost in your life, and I do so with overflowing joy, because you are my beloved, and your restoration is my greatest delight. Rest in this, breathe it in deeply, and prepare to witness the wondrous ways I will bring life where there was only loss. My dear child, I perceive the quiet storms brewing within you, the hidden tempests of doubt and sorrow you dare not speak aloud. A wound lies beneath your surface, a tender spot shaped by choices, regrets, and a relentless inner voice echoing lies of unworthiness. Know this, I am with you in that space, not as a distant observer, but as the one who draws near to the broken and weary. Your pain is not hidden from me. I have felt the ache of your heart's fractures, and my presence never abandons you in the darkness. I am the steady breath beneath your trembling soul. Do you feel the burden, my beloved? Like chains forged not of iron, but of guilt and shame, wrapping tightly around your shoulders, making every step unbearable. This does not escape my compassionate gaze. I do not condemn your failures, for my love is not conditional or fleeting because of your missteps. Instead, I stand as your refuge and your redeemer. I wait patiently, year after year, through every cry of your heart, every retreat into silence. My timing is perfect, even when your own expectations become desperate. I will not rush your grief, nor will I leave you to wrestle alone through the night. Right now, in this very moment, let my presence be your balm, your tranquil shore. Will you allow me to soothe your weary spirit? I understand the temptation to believe you must fix yourself before coming to me. Oh, how often my children fall for this great deception, that love must be earned through merit or goodness. My dear, nothing you have done can lessen the depth of my desire to embrace you. Your past mistakes are not barriers, but invitations to lean harder into my mercy. I do not call you because you are perfect. I call you because you are mine. When you feel unworthy, remember that it is my blood, my sacrifice that makes you radiant in my sight. Rest in that immense grace. It is enough. It is sufficient. More than you could ever comprehend. Child, I see the tension between who you are and who you long to be. It's a struggle familiar to all, my beloved. The gap between your current state and the glorious destiny that gleams like dawn on the horizon. Do not rush to bridge this gap with frantic effort or despair. Wait with me within this tension. The waiting itself is sacred. This is where I refine your spirit, quiet your soul's feverish thoughts, and speak truths so gentle you can barely hear them. In these quiet moments, you are not forgotten. Instead, you are shaped with deliberate care, molded in the furnace of my love. Let go of the desperate striving to earn acceptance or prove your worth. These are illusions designed to exhaust you. Instead, receive my correction not as a judge's punishment, but as a father's guidance. I am teaching you to rest, to trust, to abide. When I lead you through seasons of correction, do not resist. These are seasons of growth, where the roots of your faith deepen and your spirit blossoms quietly beneath the storms. There is an art to surrender, my beloved, a sacred yielding that opens the door for me to do what you cannot do alone. Will you open that door today? Will you allow my peace, which transcends all turmoil, to envelop you now? Do you feel the gentle tug of my hand in the wilderness of your heart? Sometimes my path seems unclear, and silence is your only companion. But never forget, even in silence, my eyes are upon you. I walk beside you like a pillar of fire lighting your way at night, a hidden stream refreshing your soul. Do not fear the silence, for it is a place where my love is loudest in its quiet assurance. You are never alone in the wilderness, dear one. You have my presence in every step, my strength in every weakness. Trust me in this stillness. Let me heal your deepest fears. I understand how tides of sorrow ebb and flow, how your heart can swell with hope only to be dashed by waves of despair. But my love is a shore that never shifts beneath your feet. You are irrevocably anchored in my grace, and no storm, no shadow, no whisper of doubt can undo your belonging to me. When the winds howl, press into that anchor. When you feel adrift, reach for my hand. I hold you firmly as the most precious treasure of my heart. Let that truth settle deeply and completely within you. You are cherished beyond measure. Remember, my dear child, I am patient with you, slow to anger and rich in steadfast love. My patience is not passive, it's active, expressed in relentless pursuit, unwavering presence, and a continuous invitation to return and find rest. The times you've turned away or hidden from me are fully known, yet I have never ceased longing for your return. A father's heart never tires of waiting for the prodigal to come home. Will you allow that longing to soften your own heart toward yourself? Will you receive forgiveness as freely as I give it, holding no shame for what I have already redeemed? And here, in this sacred moment, I ask you, will you lift your eyes to me, your constant and your hope? Let your spirit breathe in my acceptance and find joy in my unwavering presence. The journey ahead may seem daunting, but you do not walk it without me. My embrace is your sanctuary, my love, your eternal song. Rest now in this assurance, beloved, and when your heart stirs or falters, return to this place of peace. Let this truth be a balm you carry through your days. If your spirit is weary, lay your burdens on me. If your heart is stirring, do not turn away from my outstretched arms. I draw you close and whisper your name with love. The path forward is illuminated by my grace, and I will lead you step by step, breath by breath, until you rise stronger, renewed in spirit and purpose. Trust me, for I am your refuge and strength, and I am infinitely near. Let this be the moment you lean fully into my comfort. Rest in me, beloved, and allow my healing presence to fill every space where pain has resided. Your soul's restoration begins here. Will you receive it? My dear child, I see the burden you carry on your shoulders, the heaviness that bends your spirit and clouds your days. The weight of guilt and shame is known to me. I have watched you wrestle with the shadows of your past, replaying moments that seem to dim the light within your heart. You may feel trapped in a cycle of self-reproach, believing certain stains are too deep to be cleansed, that your missteps define you beyond redemption. Yet, my beloved, I am the God who embraces the broken, inviting them into a place of forgiveness so vast it can wash over every wound and renew every weary soul. Do not mistake my patience for indifference. I am not distant or uncaring when you stumble. Rather, I am deeply present, waiting to meet you in the silence where shame hides. When you feel unworthy, remember that my love is not conditional upon perfection. It flows toward you like an endless river, relentless in its pursuit, ready to drown every accusation and every false voice telling you otherwise. The wounds of guilt are heavy, but I offer you a balm that soothes and restores, a peace that transcends all understanding. I know the times your heart whispers, "I've gone too far," or "I cannot come back from this." But hear me clearly. I bore the cost of every fault so you might be unburdened. Every shadow that haunts you has been cast into the light by my grace. You are not imprisoned by your failures. Instead, you are invited into a freedom so liberating it redefines what it means to be whole. This is not a distant promise, but a present reality for those who reach out to me with honesty and repentance. When doubt creeps in, when you question if forgiveness is truly possible, or fear your past disqualifies you from my embrace, I am here to hold your trembling hand. The journey to healing is not instant, nor is it without struggle. But it is a path I walk alongside you. I will surround you with my strength when you are weak and whisper courage into your soul when despair looms. You are not alone in this fight. My spirit dwells within you to empower and sustain. Sometimes forgiveness begins by simply looking into my eyes and realizing that nothing you have done can separate you from my love. The shame clinging to you will lose its grip when illuminated by the truth of who you are. Beloved, chosen, and forever cherished. I do not remember your sins against you. I cast them far away, beyond the reach of your conscience's accusations, so that you may stand firm in the newness of life I offer. You might ask, how do I accept this forgiveness? How can I believe it's real? My dear, it begins with surrendering the false narratives you've believed about yourself. These are lies designed to keep you hidden and afraid. Let go of the condemning voices. Choose to receive my grace as a gift, not earned, but given generously, because my love for you is boundless and unwavering. This acceptance is a powerful act of faith, a declaration that you trust my word above every fearful thought. I understand that forgiveness can sometimes feel distant due to the pain you carry, but I am inviting you to step into a sacred encounter with me, to feel the healing warmth of my presence break through the coldness of regret. In that encounter, you will find restoration for your soul. Your brokenness will not be ignored, but lovingly mended as I breathe life into your fractures. Your scars will become testimonies of my mercy and power to redeem. As you begin to embrace this forgiveness, your heart will experience a profound shift. The chains of guilt will fall away, and you will walk taller, unshackled by condemnation. This freedom is not just a future promise, but a present reality for your today. Let my love redefine your worth. Let the truth of my forgiveness shine so brightly that the shadows lose their hold. Will you believe me this time, my beloved? This is also a time for you to extend forgiveness to yourself and to those who have hurt you. Forgiveness is a sacred act that not only releases the offender, but frees your own heart from bitterness and pain. It's a supernatural choice that aligns your spirit with mine and opens the door for peace to dwell deeply within you. If you resist this, old wounds will continue to fester. But if you choose forgiveness, even humbly and imperfectly, my grace will fill the spaces of brokenness left behind. Remember, my dear child, I am a God of restoration. Not only do I forgive, but I also restore what has been lost or damaged. Your sense of identity, your confidence, your joy. I can renew all these as you walk with me. This restoration isn't a quick fix, but a tender process, like the gentle unfolding of a flower in morning light, or the careful mending of a cherished cracked vessel. Trust in this process. Lean into my patience and unwavering love. If your heart stirs, do not turn away. Come to me with the openness of a child who knows their father's kind embrace awaits. Let this truth settle within you. You are forgiven, you are beloved, and you are being restored. No shadow of your past, no burden of guilt can stand against the power of my redeeming love. I am here, always here, waiting to transform your pain into praise, your shame into dignity, your failure into triumph. Will you step into this freedom now? Will you allow my forgiveness to lift you up and carry you into the fullness of life I have prepared for you? Your healing begins when you say yes. Let us walk this journey together. My dear, there are times when the silence between us feels like a vast desert, a barren expanse where your prayers seem to vanish into the endless wind, unanswered, unheard. I know this desert because I have walked with many of my beloved children through such terrain. It is in this solitude that the roots of your faith are tested and stretched beyond what you thought possible. But understand this, silence is not my absence. It is my patient whisper beneath the noise of your thoughts, the quiet preparation of your soul for something greater than you expect. When you feel lost, unseen, or abandoned by those around you, it is not because I have left your side. Rather, I am near, closer than your own breath. Even when darkness obscures your vision of me, my presence is like the ground beneath the frozen winter, unseen yet vital. Though you cannot feel warmth beneath the surface, life pulses and waits for the perfect moment. So too, I am nurturing the depths of your spirit. Even when your heart feels numb and barren, Do not mistake your feelings for my reality. I remain unwavering, a constant refuge beyond your pain. I understand your anguish when the weight of loneliness presses so heavily that hope seems to slip through your fingers like sand. You might ask why I don't come with more visible power, why I allow the ache of abandonment to linger. Listen closely. This is not punishment or neglect, but a sacred invitation. I desire for you to cultivate a faith that can thrive without the constant proof of flourishes. In the silence, you learn to hear my voice in the smallest things, the rustle of leaves, the rhythm of your own heartbeat, the quiet confidence born of trust within you. I want you to know that feeling unseen by others does not diminish your worth in my eyes. You are cherished beyond measure, crafted with intention and infinite love. The painful invisibility that wounds your soul is my sorrow shared, not my verdict. I see the tears no one else witnesses. I hold the prayers whispered in the dark, the struggles hidden behind a brave smile. You are never alone in your invisible battles. If your heart longs for recognition or connection, let me be your comfort first, the source that satisfies before any human hand or voice. My beloved, when loneliness feels like a shadowed companion, I ask you to reach deeper into the well of your spirit and remember that you are woven into a divine family where no one is truly alone or forsaken. The fellowship you seek begins with me. When your soul is battered by the ache of isolation, lean into my arms and allow me to envelop you with a love so tender and vast it cannot be measured. Let my presence fill the hollow spaces within you that echo with absence. Rest in that completeness, knowing that my love is enough. This feeling of abandonment, though piercing, can become the crucible where your spirit is refined into a resilient masterpiece of faith. Like gold purified by fire, your heart will emerge purer and stronger, capable of shining light into the darkest places. I am with you in this refining process, steady and eternal, guarding you from being consumed by desolation. Though you cannot see me, my promise stands firm. I will never leave you nor forsake you. If despair creeps near, call out to me. I will answer with a love that never fails. Beloved, when the world turns away or fails to understand, I invite you to find solace in a deeper truth. Your identity is not dependent on human validation, but on your place in my heart. You are my treasured creation, uniquely designed and precious beyond words. The ache of feeling lost or abandoned doesn't redefine you. It only reveals the depth of your need for me, which I gladly satisfy. You are held in a kingdom where love surpasses every wound inflicted by this world's neglect. Do not shrink away from these feelings, my child. Instead, bring them boldly to me. I am strong enough to bear every sorrow, tender enough to cradle your heart, even when it breaks. Here, in this quiet communion, your soul finds restoration, and you are reminded that the veil of loneliness is only temporary. In your darkest nights, remember that a dawn is breaking, a new day of hope and belonging prepared just for you. When the world's eyes are blind to your struggle, my spirit sees clearly and rejoices in your perseverance. Take a moment now to breathe deeply, opening your innermost heart to me. Let this truth settle in you. You are never forgotten, never alone, always intimately known and loved. Even when silence presses heavy, my voice is whispering love over your soul, inviting you to greater faith and deeper intimacy with me. If your heart stirs, do not turn away. Lean into this divine companionship and trust that I am working all things for your good, even when you cannot yet see it. Remember, beloved, that through every wilderness of loneliness, I am your constant guide and unshakable friend. Your pain has not escaped my notice. Your loneliness has not gone unanswered. I am here, tenderly gathering you up like a shepherd carrying a lost lamb, leading you gently to green pastures. Walk with me through this season, trusting not what your eyes can see, but what your spirit knows is true. You belong to me, and I will never abandon you. Will you trust me now with the quiet places of your heart? Will you allow my presence to become your sanctuary, even amidst emptiness? Let this encounter between us be the beginning of a new journey, one where isolation gives way to divine connection and brokenness is transformed by my healing hands. Step forward with courage, knowing that you are deeply seen, fiercely loved, and eternally held by the Creator of all things. My dear child, there are moments in your journey when the weight of fear, anxiety, and doubt seem to press in from every direction, threatening to suffocate the very breath of faith within you. I see you in these moments, your trembling heart, your restless mind, the shadowed thoughts spiraling like dark clouds across your soul. Yet, even as you face these storms, know this truth: I am your refuge, beneath your trembling feet, the unshakable fortress that no fear can breach. Fear is a colossal mountain before you, my beloved, but it is a mountain I have already moved on your behalf. The winds may howl and the waves may roar, but your faith is an anchor in depths others cannot fathom. Anxiety creeps like a thief into the quiet halls of your heart, stealing peace and sowing doubt, whispering lies about your worth and safety. Yet you belong to me, and I have placed within you a spirit not of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. This spirit is a flame no dark whisper can extinguish. Doubt is perhaps the sharpest sting of all, questioning my promises, hesitating at my love. It's the silence after prayer, the unanswered pleas, the long unlit nights when your faith is tested by absence. But child, even in silence, even when answers seem to elude you, I am weaving a tapestry of grace and redemption far beyond what your eyes can see. I am ever present, the unseen hand guiding your steps, the quiet voice bidding you to trust, to keep walking, despite what feels like empty shadows. I know the battles you wage within, the thoughts that scream, what if I fail? Or what if I am not enough? You must understand, my dear, that these are natural trials along the path of trust. When doubt assails, it invites you not to despair, but to lean closer to me, to seek the wellspring of peace that resides not in the absence of struggle, but in the steadfastness of my promises. Faith is not the absence of fear, but the courage to face it, fortified by my unchanging love. Recall the story of the child whose boat was tossed on the stormy sea, the wind threatening to drown hope itself. When the storm seemed to consume everything, it was the hand of faith that calmed the waters, the hand of surrender that steadied the vessel. So too, I call you to surrender your fears. Do not cling to them as if they are shields, but release them as weights that hinder your walk with me. Surrender is an act of strength, a declaration that you trust my sovereignty over your fears. Do you feel the gentle breath of my spirit upon your weary heart? It is my peace, a peace that transcends all understanding, washing over your anxiety like a soothing river. It is near, always near, waiting for you to open your trembling hands and receive it fully. Let it fill the chambers of your heart until fear has no foothold and anxiety is silenced by the overwhelming certainty of my love and protection. My child, do not despise the days of darkness. They are merely seasons that prepare you for greater light. Anxiety and fear sharpen the edges of your faith, revealing its depth and resilience. When you feel lost in doubt's labyrinth, reach out. Call my name, for I am your guide through every twisting path. I am the light that breaks through the densest fog, showing you the way your feet must tread. The night is temporary, and dawn awaits just beyond the horizon of your trust. Consider the mighty oak, standing firm through fierce winds and storms. Its roots grow stronger beneath the surface, precisely because it has endured the tempest. So it is with you, beloved. Your faith, tested and tried, will grow deeper, more unshakable. Fear and anxiety may visit, but they do not define you. You are mine, fashioned for resilience and strength, crowned not by the absence of trial, but by the victory forged within it. If your heart is stirring now, do not turn away. Feel the gentle tug of my spirit, encouraging you to release your burdens and embrace the peace I offer. Allow yourself the sacred space to be vulnerable before me, to admit your fears and doubts without shame. They are not signs of weakness, but invitations to deeper intimacy. I am not a harsh judge, but a loving Father, ready to meet you at the point of your need, ready to draw you into the fullness of my unending grace and courage. So I ask you now, will you take my hand and walk beside me through the valleys of your heart's fears? Will you believe that even amidst the thunder and shadow, my light shines ever brightly, a beacon for your soul's safety? Do not hold back your questions or your trembling. Bring them all to me, and I will transform them into stepping stones on the path to your freedom. Let this truth settle deeply in your spirit. Fear, anxiety, and doubt do not rule you, for my spirit within you is greater. You are loved beyond measure, held close, even when you cannot see the way. Trust me to be your courage, your steady light, your refuge in every storm. Release the fears that seek to chain your heart, and step forward in the quiet assurance that your steps are directed by a love that will never fail. Remember, my dear child, every moment you feel afraid is an opportunity to surrender more fully, to receive more of my peace, and to walk more freely in the truth of who you are in me. You are not alone. I am here, always here, with you, in the depths of every struggle. My power is made perfect in your weakness, and in surrender, you find your strength renewed. So come, rest in my presence now. Lay down the weight of worry and doubt, and breathe deeply the peace I breathe into you. Open your heart to the calm assurance that I am your steadfast refuge, your unfailing light, your beloved God who calls you beloved always. Let this be the moment you choose trust over fear once again, knowing my love sustains you and your future is held securely in my hands. I see the silent storms raging within you, the fear that tightens your chest, the whispering doubts that invade your quiet moments, and the anxious shadows that cloud your path. These feelings are like waves crashing against the cliffs of your soul, relentless and unsettling. But I am here, standing steady as the eternal rock beneath your feet, unshaken by the tempests that seek to unmoor you. I am your refuge, your shield, your unyielding strength when your own resolve falters. Fear has a way of stealing the breath from your spirit, making the future appear as a vast, uncertain abyss. Anxiety wraps around your heart, squeezing out peace and replacing it with restlessness. Doubt erodes the foundation of your trust in me, as if the careful scaffolding of your faith were crumbling brick by brick. Yet, my beloved, these feelings do not define you. They are not the final note in the melody of your life. Rather, they are moments inviting you into deeper reliance on me, moments calling you to surrender the heavy burdens you carry in silence. Imagine for a moment the delicate intricacy of a bird's flight. Though the winds buffet it and challenge its course, the bird is created with strong wings that adjust and respond to the turbulence. I have designed you with a resilience that transcends your understanding, a spirit uniquely equipped to ascend beyond your fears. Your heart is not meant to cower in the face of what you cannot see or control. Instead, it is meant to soar in the light of my presence, unafraid and strong. When anxiety whispers lies, telling you that you are alone, that you will fail, that hope is a mirage, do not listen. Your ears were fashioned to hear my truth above all, a truth that proclaims you are deeply loved, eternally held, and tenderly cared for. Each fear you face is an opportunity to reach toward me, to rest your trembling hands in mine, and find peace that surpasses all understanding. I do not demand perfection, nor do I expect you to conquer these battles on your own. I am the God who walks alongside you through fire and flood, who calms storms with a word and who brings peace to restless hearts in the midst of chaos. Child, do you realize how precious you are? You are the masterpiece of my creation, fashioned with such care and intention that no shadow, no matter how dark, can dim your worth. Do not let anxiety convince you otherwise. The trembling in your spirit is a call to draw near and receive healing, reassurance, and unwavering hope. There is no fear too great, no doubt too deep that my love cannot dispel. Let this truth settle in you, a steady flame against the chill of uncertainty. Reflect now on the times you have felt overwhelmed, yet somehow endured. Those moments were proof of my sustaining power working in you, often unseen, but always real. The dawn always breaks after the longest night. Even when your vision is clouded, I am preparing a new day for you. Your journey through anxiety and fear is not wasted. It is fertile ground for growth, strength, and a deeper intimacy with me. You are not abandoned. Rather, you are being refined, shaped into the person I have always called you to be. I am inviting you now to release the weight of your worries into my hands. Hand over every anxious thought and every nagging fear. Trust that I am holding the tapestry of your life with expert care, weaving together even the broken, frayed threads into a beautiful picture only I can fully see. Do not cling to the shadows that would claim your hope. Instead, reach upward with confidence and let my peace flood your soul like a gentle, restorative river. Child, if your heart stirs with even a faint longing for freedom from fear, come to me. Do not turn away or try to hide these struggles in shame or isolation. I am the God who sees you completely and loves you without condition. Speak openly with me, for I am waiting to meet you in your very real human frailty. Together we will walk through these valleys, and you will emerge not as one broken by fear, but as one transformed by my steadfast love and power. Remember, faith is not the absence of fear, but the decision to trust me despite it. It is the choice to fix your eyes not on the roaring waves, but on the one who commands them to be still. Hold tightly to me, my beloved, and let your heart find rest in the certainty of my promises. For I am the eternal refuge that neither fear nor doubt can ever shake. Let this be your prayer and your resolve, to bring every fearful thought into the light of my presence, to surrender your anxieties one by one, and to walk forward anchored by the immovable truth of my love. You are never alone in this battle. I am with you now and always, a fortress and a friend whose compassion knows no end. Will you receive this peace today? Will you hand me your fears and trust that I am working all things for your good? Let your soul breathe freely in the assurance that I hold you close through every uncertainty and fear. You were made for courage and hope, for joy and purpose. Rise now in the grace of my presence, and let the fear fall away like a withered leaf. Do not let this moment pass without embracing the freedom I offer. Step into my arms and find the courage to live beyond fear with your heart anchored firmly in me. I am your God, your refuge, your everlasting peace. Let no fear steal what I have freely given you. Open your hands, open your heart, and trust me with what you cannot see. I am here, steadfast, gentle, mighty, and true. My love will carry you through. My beloved, as you have journeyed through the depths of your soul alongside me, I now bring you to the fullness of your true self, a self shaped not by the fleeting shadows of pain and fear, but by the unwavering light of my love and eternal purpose. You are not merely a wayward traveler in a vast wilderness. You are a child of the everlasting covenant, intricately woven into the fabric of my heart before the foundation of the world. Your identity is profound, rooted in my unshakable truth, and power flows from your place as my beloved. You may have walked through valleys where the walls seemed to close in, and the echoes of loneliness screamed louder than hope. Yet here you stand, breathing, belonging, alive with a spirit that even the harshest storms cannot extinguish. I have been there in every tear, every silent cry, every desperate plea. I have carried the weight of your brokenness on tender shoulders so that you could rise. And now, in this sacred moment, I invite you to rest fully in the knowledge that you are seen, known, and cherished beyond all measure. Understand that your value is not dependent on your performance or the approval of those around you. It is an unchanging decree from my heart. You are precious, chosen, and clothed in righteousness that I have freely given. When the world whispers lies of inadequacy or tries to define you by your failures, listen instead to my voice, a voice of gentle strength and relentless truth. Your worth is anchored in me, and no storm can uproot the vine from which your life draws its sustenance. I have placed within you a divine purpose, a unique calling that only you can fulfill in this vast tapestry of existence. Like a master artisan shaping clay, I am continually molding you, even through moments that seem unbearable. The trials and waiting you endure are not without meaning. They are the soil in which the seeds of destiny grow deep roots. Trust in my timing, for I am never late. My plans are always unfolding, even when unseen. Let each breath you take be a declaration of faith that I am working all things for your good and my glory. You are designed for intimacy with me, a closeness that transcends words and reaches into the very essence of your being. I long for you to come apart with me, to find sanctuary in the quiet spaces where the noise of the world falls away. There you will discover a peace that calms anxious storms and a love that fills the hollows of your heart. Your belonging is not merely in what you do, but in who you are to me, a holy dwelling place where my spirit moves freely and forever. As you embrace this truth, know that restoration is your divine inheritance. Brokenness does not define you. Healing has already begun through my endless grace. Though you may carry scars, they tell a story of survival against impossible odds, a narrative of my steadfast presence and relentless mercy. I am rekindling the fire within you, transforming every despair into a testimony of redemption. Open your heart to receive this healing fully, and let it flow through you, bringing light where there was darkness, joy where there was sorrow. Step into your day with courage, for my strength is perfected in your weakness. When doubts assail, remember you are fortified by a love that never fails. When fear whispers lies, know that you are girded with power, love, and a sound mind from me. I am the unmovable rock beneath your feet, the shelter in the fiercest storm, the light shining brightly through your darkest night. Will you lean fully into this reality, allowing my promises to silence every shadow of despair? Your life is a sacred story still being written, a narrative bound by hope, victory, and unwavering faith. Each choice you make, each moment you lean into my presence, is a stroke of divine artistry, shaping a masterpiece unique in all creation. You were created for more than survival or mere existence. You were designed for abundant life, to walk boldly in your destiny, clothed in dignity and crowned with grace. Rest now in my abiding love. Let this truth settle deep in your heart. You are never alone, never forsaken. I am with you always, to the very end of the age. No force can sever the bond we share, for you are etched indelibly on my soul, a treasure beyond compare. When doubt returns, recall this moment and the reality of my unfathomable love surrounding you like a fortress. Embrace your identity as my beloved. Celebrate the gift of belonging to a family, unshaken by time or trial. Walk forward with a heart enlivened by hope, a spirit renewed by grace, and eyes fixed on the glorious road ahead. Your journey is my journey, and together we will see it through to fulfillment. Amen. If your heart is stirred by these words, share them with another who may need my love today. Save this promise within you and return to it whenever the days grow heavy. My dear child, you are held, you are loved, and you are forever mine. My beloved, I speak to your heart now because it is ready. You have longed for an answer, a sign, a confirmation that what you feel deep inside, this ache for something more, this yearning for peace, joy, and purpose, is not in vain. And I tell you, I have great and marvelous things prepared for you. Not one of your tears has fallen unnoticed. Not one moment of silence, doubt, or fear has escaped my divine gaze. I have walked beside you through every valley, through every lonely path, and now I extend my hand to guide you forward, step by step, into the destiny I have authored for your life. This journey is not about how quickly you arrive, but how steadily you trust. Your pace is not my concern. Your persistence is. I see your exhaustion, the weariness that weighs upon your shoulders when days feel endless and hope seems dim. But listen, even in your waiting, you have grown. You no longer live according to the whims of emotion. You are learning to walk by faith and not by sight. You've begun to fix your eyes on me, not on the chaos surrounding you. That's where your breakthrough begins, in the quiet, stubborn trust that holds on even when evidence is lacking. I do not ask you to be perfect. I ask you to be faithful. There's a peace coming, a joy that cannot be shaken. And though your mind tells you it is far off, I tell you no, it is near. I have already begun to move the pieces into place. I am opening paths for your family, clearing obstacles, preparing them to rise without fear. The enemies you once feared will be defeated. The trials that once intimidated you will be reduced to stepping stones beneath your feet. Don't expect ease, but be assured of strength. I will supply you with everything you need: faith that does not falter, courage that does not crumble, peace that surpasses all understanding. Be filled with hope, because your victory is not just a possibility. It is a guarantee sealed by my own word. My promises are not mere words. They carry the power to heal your body, renew your thoughts, and invigorate your spirit. Right now, even as you read this, I am breaking the chains of discouragement and depression that have tried to settle on your back. I am lifting the burden that's been pressing down on your heart. Every deceptive voice, every toxic connection, every friendship pulling you away from my presence. I am cutting those ties. I am purifying your environment, because I want nothing to stand between you and the fullness of what I have for you. But you must choose. You must resist the temptation to return to the spiritual filth you were rescued from. Do not be like those who crawl back into spiritual poverty, chasing empty promises, vain status, shallow attention. My presence does not dwell with those who parade their lives for public praise, who are more concerned with appearance than substance. No, I dwell with the humble, the honest, the surrendered. That is you, child. You have opened your heart to me, and I will do wonders in and through you. You have clothed yourself in humility and rejected the traps of the devourer. I honor that. I am giving you more than peace. I am granting you wisdom. You will not be worn out by waiting. Complaints will no longer be on your lips. Doubt will lose its grip, and your faith and happiness will be preserved. Speak it now with your whole heart. My God, I believe you. I trust you. I will wait with patience for my blessing. I hear you. I hear your prayer. I see your tears. I know your need, and I have the solution. You seek an answer. I hold the miracle. You ask for a sign. This is it. This message, every word of it, is my divine response to the cries of your soul. I invite you to rest in these holy promises. Let my voice quiet your fears. Let my word be your anchor. Do you remember Psalm 23? I am your shepherd. You shall not want. I will make you lie down in green pastures. I will lead you beside still waters. I will restore your soul. I will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. And yes, I will anoint your head with oil, and your cup will overflow. I will bring justice where there has been injustice. I will silence those who mocked you. I will expose and dismantle the schemes of those who lied about you. They will see you rise, and they will be confounded. For I am your defender. I am your vindicator. I have never left your side. In your darkest hour, when you felt alone, I was there. When you thought you wouldn't survive, my hand was sustaining you. You've made it this far not because you were lucky, but because I carried you. My power protected you. My grace prospered you. Your journey is igniting. Your faith is strengthening. Your energy is returning. And you will walk forward with the confidence that you will not be overcome. I came to give you life and life in abundance. I came to end your fear and insecurity. I came to restore the harmony of your home. I came to empower your words so that you build rather than destroy. I want your voice to be a trumpet of encouragement to others, to lead them to me, to show them how to give me the first place in their lives. If you believe in me, you will not see defeat. There will be hard moments, but my love will uphold you. My kindness will refresh you in joy and in sorrow. When everything makes sense and when nothing does, my Holy Spirit will rearrange your thoughts, recalibrate your priorities, and cleanse your emotions. Even in battle, you will know you can do more. You can win more victories, fulfill more dreams, conquer deeper strongholds. Why? Because my love strengthens you. You are safe in my embrace. I have come at the perfect time. Just when you thought all was lost, I come to surround you, to raise you up, to take your hand and keep you from falling. And if you've already fallen, then I have come to lift you. I have come to lead you out of the maze of confusion, to unlock the prison that tried to hold you back. It will happen, beloved. You will hear the knock of opportunity. And though doubt may whisper for you to stay where you are, you will command it. Doubt, leave my mind. Peace, return to my soul. That is how you must live. Boldly, courageously, shouting to every storm, peace, be still. Declaring with faith and certainty, I am a child of the Most High God, and He has given me the authority to tread upon every obstacle. You were never defeated. You are not defeated now. You never will be. Yes, my beloved, this is your moment to rise. I want you to understand something eternal, something I have etched into the fabric of your destiny. You were created for triumph. You were designed in my image, not to dwell in fear, but to reign in faith. Do not let the delay convince you that I have forgotten you. I do not operate within the limitations of time. I am the one who created it. And I say to you now, your delay is not denial. It is preparation. Every tear, every prayer, every sigh in the darkness has been counted and treasured. Nothing has been wasted. There is a miracle already in motion, but you must cling to me with unwavering devotion. I am calling you to radical obedience, not out of obligation, but out of trust. I am your Father, not your taskmaster. I do not command you to suffer. I invite you to trust, to walk with me, to lean into my promises, even when all around you screams otherwise. For I am about to do something so mighty in your life, something so beautiful and transformative, that even those who doubted you will testify to my glory upon you. You are not like those who scorn my name. They run after lies, intoxicated by the glitter of temporary pleasures. They hunger for power, wealth, and fame, empty idols that rust and fade. They mock the cross and despise the humble King who died for them. But you have chosen me. You have welcomed me into the sacred space of your soul. You have knelt before me in secret, and now I will reward you in ways the world cannot comprehend. I am calling you to clothe yourself in humility every morning. Reject the counterfeit offers of the enemy. They are traps disguised as treasures. I have seen you resist them. I have seen your courage when no one else was watching. For that I am releasing a new measure of peace into your heart. You will no longer be weary of waiting. Complaints will lose their voice. Doubt will lose its grip. You are being made whole. Declare it again now, louder, more boldly than before. God, I believe you. I trust you. I will wait with joy and courage for the promise you've spoken over my life. That declaration spoken in faith is the key that unlocks the next door. I am always attentive to your cries. There is no need I cannot fulfill, No fear I cannot silence, no storm I cannot calm. You wonder if I'm speaking to you. Listen closely. This message is the answer to the prayers you thought I had ignored. Every word you are reading is my voice speaking to the deepest parts of your being. I know you, I formed you, I have a purpose and a plan uniquely tailored for you. Your life is not a mistake, and your current season is not the end. I am your shepherd. I will lead you to still waters. I will restore your soul. I will guard you with my rod and guide you with my staff. And in front of your enemies, I will spread a table of abundance. Those who laughed at your pain will marvel at your breakthrough. Those who tried to curse you will witness your rising. For my name's sake, I will lift you high, not for your glory, but for mine. When your enemies came with lies, I stood as your shield. When you were misunderstood, I whispered truth into your heart. When you were too weak to pray, I interceded for you. You've never been alone. And today, I reaffirm my covenant with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was there, closer than your breath, watching over you with infinite care. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. You are stepping into a season of divine illumination. Your path is lighting up. The fog of confusion is clearing. You will see where to go, who to trust, and how to move forward. You won't be trapped in indecision anymore. My spirit is bringing clarity. Your faith is not just surviving, it is thriving. Your energy is not only returning, it is being multiplied. I am breathing new life into your dreams. You thought it was too late, but I say this is only the beginning. You thought the door had closed, but I say, I am the door. I open, and no one can shut. What you thought was the end of a chapter is the turning of a page into your greatest testimony. I have come to bring you out of survival and into overflow. Let me change the atmosphere of your home. Let my spirit enter every room. Speak peace aloud, command anxiety to flee. Lay your hand upon your heart and feel my power renewing you. You are not a victim. You are a vessel. I am pouring into you strength, endurance, and supernatural wisdom. You will overcome every temptation that once enslaved you. You will walk in victory where you once stumbled. I am not just restoring what you lost. I am giving you more than you ever imagined. And as you rise, I want you to lift others with you. Be a carrier of my hope. Speak life where others speak fear. Let your words point to me. Let your life reflect my light. For this is your calling, not just to be blessed, but to be a blessing. Yes, there will be battles, but you will not fight alone. Yes, there will be trials, but you will never be abandoned. My spirit will walk with you. My angels will go before you. My word will be your sword. And through it all, my love will sustain you. And so, do not shrink back. Do not let fear dictate your steps. You were never created to crawl. You were born to soar. You were never meant to live in the shadows. You are a light in the darkness. I have chosen you, appointed you, anointed you. This is your time. This is your moment. Take my hand. Trust my heart. Follow my voice. Lift your head, beloved child, and see through the eyes of your spirit what your natural eyes cannot yet behold. I have gone before you. I have cleared the way, though the path may still appear crooked to you. I've commanded mountains to move and rivers to part. I've instructed angels to guard your steps and establish divine appointments for you in places you never imagined you would stand. You are not wandering. You are being led. You are not forgotten. You are my beloved, my chosen, and I am fully invested in your destiny. This is not the time to question your worth. You are not a mistake, not a disappointment, not a burden. You are my creation, formed with care, crafted with purpose, and designed to carry my glory. The trials you have endured, the losses you have faced, the tears you have shed, they have not disqualified you. On the contrary, they have refined you. They have produced in you a depth of faith, a resilience, and a clarity that only fire can forge. You are not broken, You are being perfected in love. And yes, the enemy has tried relentlessly to convince you otherwise. He has whispered lies to your soul, painting pictures of failure, magnifying your shortcomings, pointing fingers at your past. But I, the Lord, silence his accusations. The blood of my Son speaks louder than your failures. It covers, it cleanses, it declares you righteous. There is no condemnation in my presence, only restoration. I do not keep a record of wrongs. I extend mercy anew each day. And today, my mercy is overwhelming you like a river, sweeping away shame, washing clean every wound. You've asked, why have things taken so long? But child, what I am building in you is not fragile. It cannot be rushed. A foundation of faith must be deep if it is to support the weight of my blessing. I am not merely preparing a gift for you. I am preparing you for the gift, because what I pour out will be so great, so enduring, so holy, that it cannot rest upon unstable ground. I am fortifying your spirit, training your heart, anchoring your soul. Yes, there were moments when you wanted to give up, when it felt easier to turn back than to press on. But you didn't. You held on, even if just by a thread. And I saw that. I honored it. I was the one who kept you from falling completely. I was the one who whispered, just one more day, just one more step. And here you are, still standing, still believing, still seeking my face. And because of that, the heavens are opening. I am releasing provision, holy, incorruptible, undeniable, not the kind the world can steal or decay, but divine abundance. Peace that stabilizes your emotions, wisdom that clarifies your decisions, joy that erupts without cause, relationships that edify and restore, opportunities that align with purpose, not pride. You will walk through doors that no one could have opened. You will receive favor from unlikely places. And when others ask, how did this happen? You will simply say, my God did it. Do not be surprised when some walk away from your life. This is a pruning season. Not all who started with you can continue with you. Some were never meant to cross into this new season. Their presence would only bring confusion, compromise, or delay. Trust me, I know who belongs in your circle. I know who speaks life and who sows discord. Let me rearrange the relationships around you. Let me align you with those who will sharpen your faith and stir your vision. Do not mourn what I remove. What I subtract, I replace with greater. I am doing a holy reordering. I am bringing kingdom connections, people who will pray with you, walk with you, dream with you, and fight for the things of the Spirit. These will be covenant friendships, not conditional associations. Trust the process. I know what I am doing. I am never careless with your heart. Even now, I am healing the wounds left by betrayal. I am mending the pieces torn by rejection. I am speaking identity where once you heard only insults. Call you loved. I call you mine. I call you whole. The labels others have given you do not define you. My name is written on your life. You are a vessel of my spirit, a temple of my presence, a beacon of my light. You wonder, but how will I know it's really you, Lord? My child, my sheep know my voice, and you do. That stirring in your soul, that peace that floods when you are in my presence, that gentle pull toward truth and goodness, that is me. I am not hiding. I am drawing near. I want you to hear me more clearly, to know me more intimately, to walk with me more confidently, and I will teach you. I will speak in the stillness, through my word, in divine impressions, through the lips of those I send. Stay close to me. I will not let you be deceived. This is not just another encouragement. This is a commissioning. I am setting you apart for a purpose. Your life is a testimony in motion. What you've survived was not in vain. Every scar tells a story of grace. Every valley declares my faithfulness. I will use all of it, not just your victories, but your wounds, to bring healing to others. You are not just being blessed, you are being transformed. I am writing a new chapter, not editing the old one. Let go of what was and stretch toward what is coming. This next season requires faith, not familiarity. You must move forward, even if it feels unfamiliar. I will be your guide. I will be your strength. I will be your song in the night. The things that once crushed your spirit will no longer hold power over you. The fears that once paralyzed you will dissolve in the light of my truth. The confusion that clouded your decisions will lift as my spirit leads. You are entering a season of clarity, of power, of divine acceleration. Yes, you've waited long, but the wait has not been wasted. Now, hear me, my child. What you are stepping into is not a small breakthrough. It is a divine unveiling. I am lifting the veil from your eyes so you can see who you truly are in me. For too long you have measured your worth by past mistakes, by others' opinions, or by your own insecurities. But I never saw you through those filters. From the very beginning, I saw you through the eyes of destiny, through the lens of eternal love. I see the purpose I placed in you. I see the greatness that has been forming, even in silence. You were never meant to merely survive life. You were born to shift atmospheres. You carry my spirit. That means you carry authority. No longer will you walk with your head down as though you are inferior. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are an heir of my kingdom. And I have given you power, not just to stand, but to conquer. Not just to get by, but to overflow. Not just to hope, but to transform your reality by the faith I've deposited in you. Today, I breathe fresh courage into your lungs. You have been tired, weighed down by burdens that were never yours to carry. But now I take them, lay them at my feet. Stop rehearsing the what-ifs, the regrets, the rejections. None of them have the authority to override my plans for you. Your story is not over. In fact, the most glorious chapters are about to be written. What once made you cry will soon become the source of your greatest praise. You asked me to change your situation. I am changing you, because when I transform you, every situation around you begins to shift. The atmosphere of your home, your workplace, your thoughts, and your relationships will change. As you align more closely with my spirit, you are becoming more like me, not by striving, but by surrendering. As you yield, I shape you. As you trust, I mold you. And as you obey, I anoint you. You don't need to strive to prove yourself. You are already approved by me. Stop comparing your process to others. What I am doing in you is unique. Your timeline is not broken. My timing is perfect. I know how to bring every promise to pass at the right moment. Until then, trust the pace. Trust that the waiting is not passive, it's preparatory. You are being refined, deepened, equipped for impact. I am igniting a new fire within you, a fresh passion, a revived hunger for my word and presence. You will no longer be satisfied with surface-level living. You will crave the depths of my wisdom. You will wake up with purpose, go to sleep with peace, and walk through your day aware of my presence beside you. No longer will you wander emotionally or spiritually. I am rooting you in my truth, anchoring you in my promises. Some days will still be hard. Yes, but hear me. Hard does not mean hopeless. Trials will come, but you will not be shaken. Storms may rage, but they will not drown you. Why? Because I am in the boat with you, and I have already declared peace, be still. You are covered. You are protected. My angels surround you. My spirit strengthens you. You will not fall apart. You will rise even stronger than before. When anxiety tries to return, rebuke it. Speak my name over your fears. When doubt whispers lies, shout my truth louder. You are equipped for warfare, not just in word, but in power. Your worship is your weapon. Your obedience is your strategy. Your faith is your shield, and my presence is your fortress. You are not who you used to be. Can't you feel it? The shift inside of you. The things that once consumed your attention no longer have power. The distractions that once delayed you are losing their grip. The temptations that once tripped you are being replaced with holy desires. This is what transformation looks like. Not perfection, but direction. You are moving toward me. and that is where your strength comes from. Do not listen to those who remind you of who you were. That version of you no longer exists. I have made you new. I have rewritten your name on the pages of destiny. You are chosen, called, and clean. The shame you once carried has been buried. The guilt that weighed you down has been silenced. My love has rendered the accusations of the enemy null and void. Every time the enemy tries to attack you, remind him of what I've spoken. When he reminds you of your past, remind him of his future. You have nothing to fear from the darkness, for you are full of light. You have been filled with resurrection power. There is more strength in your spirit than there is threat in your circumstances. I do not exaggerate. I declare what is eternally true. You were never meant to fight alone. I walk with you. I go before you. I fight for you. But I also fight through you. Your voice filled with my word carries power. Use it. Don't be silent in the face of struggle. Speak my truth. Declare my promises. Pray bold prayers. Sing songs of deliverance. Intercede for others. The power that raised Jesus from the dead is alive in you, and it is active. I am calling you to dream again, to hope wildly, to believe recklessly, to love extravagantly. Don't settle for small expectations. I am a big God, and I am doing exceedingly, abundantly, above all you could ask or imagine. That promise is not just for others, it is for you. Yes, you. Let this truth settle in. You are not too far behind. You have not missed your moment. You are not forgotten. You are not inadequate. You are not unworthy. You are mine. And what I start, I finish. Look at me now, child. Let your soul be still, for I am not merely a distant echo in your life. I am the very breath in your lungs. I am the strength that kept you walking when you were sure you couldn't take another step. I am the warmth that comforted you in the coldest nights of your loneliness. I have never stopped loving you, not for a single moment. You may have wandered, but I never moved from your side. My gaze has been fixed on you with unwavering compassion, and my plans for you are still intact. Yes, your path is twisted through sorrow and disappointment, but that does not mean I've led you astray. It means I've led you through the valley, through the fire, through the confusion, through the betrayal. You didn't break, you were forged. Your pain didn't destroy you, it deepened your purpose. And now here you are, closer to your miracle than ever before, closer to your breakthrough, your blessing, your calling. Can you feel it? The weight of heaven leaning in your direction. This is not just motivation. It is your moment of alignment. I am pouring my oil over your head, anointing you afresh. You will operate from a new authority. You will speak, and peace will follow. You will walk, and doors will open. You will touch, and healing will flow. I am doing this because I have chosen you, not for your perfection, but for your heart. You may not understand why I would pick someone like you, but I see what you don't. I see what I placed inside you, and I do not make mistakes. Every delay, every detour, every disappointment has been redeemed. I waste nothing. Even your past will serve you. Even the moments you would rather forget are becoming fuel for your future. Your testimony is not just a story, it is a weapon. You will stand before others who feel hopeless, and your life will declare, there is still hope. There is still a way. There is still a God who rescues. I am calling you to be bold. The time for timidity is over. This world doesn't need more silence. It needs your voice. Not a perfect voice, but a surrendered one. A voice that carries truth. A voice that knows me, not just through doctrine, but through experience. You've seen me in the valley. Now speak of me from the mountaintop. You've survived the storm. Now lead others to shelter. You do not need credentials to be used by me. You need availability. You don't need a flawless past. You need a willing heart. You don't need to know everything. You need to trust the one who does. Stop disqualifying yourself. I have already qualified you. Stop holding back. I have already called you. This generation needs what you carry. They need the authenticity of your walk, the depth of your faith, the fire of your worship, and the purity of your love. Let go of the illusion that everything must be in order before you can obey. Obedience is what brings order. Step first, then the path will unfold. Trust first, then the provision will appear. Speak first, then the miracle will manifest. I am not asking for your comfort. I am asking for your courage. Will you trust me even when it feels risky? Will you move even when the outcome is uncertain? That is faith, and that is where the supernatural begins. There is a hunger inside you that cannot be satisfied by anything in this world. That hunger is holy. It is a call to deeper waters. Shallow living will never satisfy you again. I have awakened something eternal in you, and now nothing else compares. That is my doing. I am drawing you to myself, not for a visit, but for habitation. I want to dwell with you, not just on Sundays or in crisis, but every moment. I want to be your daily portion, your closest companion, your unshakable truth. And hear this, the enemy is terrified of your awakening. That's why he's been attacking you so relentlessly. He senses you are rising. He knows what you are becoming. That's why the battle's intensified right before this moment. But what he didn't know is that those battles were preparing you for greater victory. Every weapon formed against you has failed. Every lie he spoke over you is being dismantled by truth. Every attack has only positioned you for promotion. You will no longer shrink in the presence of fear. You will no longer compromise your identity to please others. You will no longer carry guilt for things that are covered by grace. I am breaking off every limitation, every label, every lie. I am raising you in strength, confidence, and holy boldness. You will walk into rooms with the authority of heaven. You will speak with wisdom beyond your years. You will radiate peace that surpasses understanding. I am restoring your vision. Where you once saw only obstacles, you will now see opportunity. Where you once saw brokenness, you will see beauty. Where you once felt abandoned, you will now feel adopted. You are my child, precious, chosen, appointed. Your past does not define you. Your pain does not limit you. My promises shape you. My spirit empowers you. So arise, wipe your tears, lift your eyes, fix your gaze on me. I am your source. I am your strength. I am your salvation. I am your Father, and I take great delight in you. I rejoice over you with singing. I surround you with love. I defend you with fire. I lead you with wisdom. I crown you with purpose. Draw near, beloved, for what I speak now is not just for your comfort, but for your commissioning. You have long prayed for change, real, deep, lasting change. And I tell you now, it is happening. Even as you read these words, I am rearranging the atmosphere around you. The spiritual weight that has clung to your shoulders is lifting. The confusion that fogged your mind is dissipating. The heaviness of past failures is breaking apart under the radiance of my glory. You are entering a moment of divine reset. A fresh wind is blowing, but I want you to understand this with clarity. This reset is not only external, it is internal. I am not just changing your surroundings, I am transforming you. Your thoughts, your reactions, your desires, they are all being conformed to my image. No longer will you live reacting to your circumstances. From now on, you will respond from a place of divine identity. You will no longer be tossed by emotions or led by fear. You will be anchored in me, unmovable, unshakable. Yes, there will still be opposition, but what once overwhelmed you will now seem small in light of who you are becoming. Your spirit is being fortified. You are learning the difference between battle fatigue and spiritual maturity. You are discovering that strength does not always roar. Sometimes it is found in quiet obedience, in choosing peace, in trusting me when everything else says to panic. That is faith, that is power, that is victory. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. This moment is sacred. Not everyone around you will understand what I am doing in your life. That's why some people are drifting away. Don't chase them, bless them, release them, and keep moving forward. I am bringing alignment. I am surrounding you with those who see your value, who will pray with you, who won't be threatened by your growth, who will fan the flames of your purpose. These are divine connections. Watch for them. You are also being called to speak life like never before. Your words carry weight, child. You must learn to prophesy to your future, to bless your present, and to leave the past buried in my mercy. I have given you a voice, not to echo despair, but to declare destiny. Speak my word over your household. Speak it over your body, your finances, your dreams. Heaven is listening. The angels I've assigned to you are listening. Every time you agree with my word, you activate my power. And yes, you may still feel moments of doubt. That does not disqualify you. It reminds you that you need me. Your faith is not the absence of questions. It is the persistence of trust. I am not offended by your moments of weakness. I am present in them. I am the one who lifts you up when your knees buckle. I am the one who strengthens you when you have no words left to pray. I see your faith, even when it feels like a whisper. You've endured so much, I know it, but you must also see that nothing you've endured has been wasted. I've used every heartbreak, every delay, every rejection, every closed door to draw you closer to me, to teach you who I am, to reveal who you are in me. And now that you've come this far, I promise you I will not let go. I will finish what I started. I will bring every good thing I spoke over your life to fulfillment. What is required of you now is not striving, but surrender. Not performance, but presence. I want you near. I want your heart, not just your hands. I want communion, not just compliance. Come boldly into my presence. You don't need to pretend with me. I already know everything about you, and I still love you with an everlasting love. Nothing can separate you from that love. Not sin, not failure, not fear. I have paid for it all. Now I simply want you close. You've wondered, why me, Lord? Why have you chosen me? Because I see beyond what you see. I see your potential. I see your hunger. I see your willingness. You may feel small, but I am placing something mighty within you. A fire that cannot be quenched. A faith that cannot be shaken. A purpose that will impact generations. Yes, generations. Your legacy will be one of transformation. This season isn't about comfort, it's about a calling. I am awakening gifts that have lain dormant within you, stirring the dreams you buried, and reigniting the vision you thought had died. You are entering a season of release. This means letting go of fear, relinquishing control, and shedding past identities. It also means stepping into your true purpose, embracing favor, and embodying bold obedience. I will provide everything you need. Trust me for the resources, for the timing, and for the relationships. My provision always follows my vision. You will not lack, you will not beg, you will not be forsaken. The same God who fed the multitudes with 5 loaves and 2 fish is the same God who will multiply what's in your hands now. Watch what I will do with your not enough. Watch how I transform it into overflow. So rise, rise in courage, rise in expectation, rise in joy. For what's coming will not only bless you, but will bless everyone connected to you. You are stepping into a new identity, a new authority, a new anointing, and I am rejoicing over you. You are not who you were yesterday. You are not the broken version of your past. You are my vessel, chosen, refined, equipped, and ready. My precious child, feel this moment. Feel the shift taking place in your spirit. You are not the same person who walked through yesterday's fire. You have emerged with a deeper understanding of who I am and of who you are in me. What the enemy meant for evil, I have turned for good. What tried to silence your voice has only made you more dangerous to the darkness. You have become a weapon in my hand, a vessel carrying light into places where others have only known shadows. And now I'm calling you to walk with new confidence. No more hesitation. No more second-guessing your worth. I've already stamped my approval on you with the blood of my Son. You do not need permission to walk in purpose. You need only to obey. When I say go, go. When I say speak, speak. When I say move, do not wait for understanding. Just trust that I am with you. I never send you without covering you. I never call you without equipping you. My grace will carry you where your strength cannot. There will be resistance, but remember, resistance is proof of movement. The enemy is terrified because he sees what's coming before you do. He knows that the freedom you've received will spill into other lives. He knows that your transformation is not just for you, it's contagious. You will not walk alone. Others will come behind you, following the light that shines through your obedience. And I will use you to unlock hope in places where despair has lived for years. You asked me for answers, but I'm not only giving answers, I am giving wisdom. I'm teaching you to think with kingdom clarity, to discern with spiritual precision. No longer will you be confused about what is good and what is God. You will not settle for imitations. You will walk with discernment, knowing when to stay and when to go, when to speak and when to be silent. My Spirit will lead you into truth, and the truth will set you free again and again. This freedom I've given you is not fragile. It is fortified by my word, protected by my Spirit, and rooted in my covenant. And now I call you to live like someone who is free. Free from fear, free from shame, free from trying to earn what I've already given you. Walk boldly into every room as one who carries the kingdom. You are not there to compete. You are there to shift the atmosphere. You are not there to please man. You are there to represent me. I have placed a message in your mouth, and it will not be silenced. It may not look like preaching, but your life itself is a sermon. Your kindness preaches. Your perseverance preaches. Your integrity preaches, your worship preaches, and when you open your mouth to speak truth, chains will break, atmospheres will change, and hearts will turn to me. I'm not looking for perfection, I'm looking for passion, and I see it in you. I see the fire that refuses to die out. I see the longing to know me deeper. I see the tears you cry when no one else is watching. I see how you press in even when you feel nothing. That is worship. That is faith. That is what moves my heart. I've seen your weariness too. I know how hard it's been. I know how many times you've wanted to quit, but look at you. You're still here, still believing, still reaching, still calling my name. And that alone is a victory. Heaven applauds every step you've taken in faith. I am not disappointed in your struggle. I am proud of your perseverance. You are stronger than you know, and you're about to discover just how much I've placed inside of you. There's a roar rising from within you, a voice that will not be silenced by circumstance, a song that will not be muted by sorrow, a declaration that comes from knowing the battle is already won. This roar is not just emotion, it is the sound of authority. It is the sound of someone who knows their identity. And when you release it in prayer, in praise, and proclamation, hell trembles. I'm calling you higher, deeper, wider. No more small thinking, no more limited dreams. You are a child of the limitless God. Ask me for things that only I can do. Dream dreams so big that they scare your logic. I'm not intimidated by your boldness. I'm honored by it. When you believe big, you make room for me to move, and move I shall. Miracles are coming, not as exceptions, but as a lifestyle. Healing will flow through your hands. Peace will saturate your home. Provision will surprise you. Doors will open before you knock. I will confirm my word in your life in ways that leave no room for doubt. Those who questioned your faith will witness your harvest. Those who mocked your journey will marvel at your joy. You won't even need to explain yourself. Your fruit will speak. Your peace will speak. Your transformation will speak, and all the glory will return to me. That's why I'm blessing you, not just to comfort you, but to testify through you. Your life will be a walking revival. Everywhere you go, my presence will follow. Every space you enter will feel the echo of heaven. So now breathe. You don't have to strive anymore. Just align. Align with my voice. Align with my rhythm. Align with my love. And watch as heaven backs your every step. This is your inheritance. This is your season. This is your time. Child of mine, I want you to truly grasp what I am doing within you, not only around you. For though the external signs will manifest, what I am forging deep within your spirit is of greater value than anything this world can measure. I am not just giving you things, I am giving you yourself back. The version of you I always intended, the one not bound by fear or shaped by trauma, but the one designed in my image, full of courage, grace, wisdom, and divine authority. You've cried out, Lord, restore me. And I say to you now, I'm restoring not only what you lost, but who you were before you were wounded. I am rebuilding your confidence, not in yourself alone, but in me who lives inside you. I'm silencing the inner critic that repeats the lies of the past. You are not your failures. You are not your fears. You are not what others could not see in you. You are what I have declared, redeemed, beloved, anointed, and chosen. There is a divine rhythm to your life now, and I'm teaching you to walk in step with my spirit. No more rushing ahead in anxiety or lagging behind in discouragement. You are being trained to move in peace. This peace is not the absence of problems. It is the presence of my sovereignty. Even when chaos surrounds you, you will remain unmoved. Even when storms rise, you will be still on the inside. That is the fruit of trusting me. That is the proof that I am at work. You have entered a season of acceleration. What used to take years will happen in moments. Where doors were once closed, they will now swing wide. Where opportunities passed you by, I will bring better ones. Where you thought you missed it, I will redeem the time. I am not bound by your calendar. I can accomplish in one day what man cannot do in a decade. But you must stay close, sensitive to my whispers, quick to obey, anchored in my word. No longer will you be defined by your waiting season. You are now marked by your becoming. Everything you've endured has led to this moment, not to leave you in the valley, but to crown you on the mountaintop. Your journey has not been wasted. Your pain has not been pointless. I have used it all to sharpen your discernment, deepen your compassion, and strengthen your dependence on me. And now I am bringing beauty from ashes, joy from mourning, praise from heaviness. You will look back and marvel. What once brought you to your knees in sorrow will now bring others to their feet in worship. Your scars will become testimonies. Your survival will inspire revival. The enemy tried to bury you, but he didn't know you were a seed. And now you are growing, rising, breaking through the surface with power. What he used to try to silence you has only made your voice stronger. I want you to speak to your future with boldness. No more hesitation. Say what I say. Declare what I declare. Align your words with my promises. You are not speaking into the void, you are releasing heaven's decree. Angels are listening. The atmosphere is responding. Demons are fleeing. Your words carry the weight of the one who sent you. Do not underestimate their impact. And I say this to you, begin to rejoice now, even before you see it. Celebrate by faith. Dance in the hallway before the door opens. Worship in the wilderness before the waters part. That kind of faith moves mountains. That kind of joy confuses the enemy. That kind of praise attracts miracles. When you sing in the silence, you prove your trust in me. When you declare victory in the middle of the battle, you release the very power that brings it. This is not blind faith. This is revealed faith. I have shown you glimpses. I have whispered promises. I have stirred your dreams. All of these were seeds. And now the rain is falling. The sun is shining. And the soil of your heart has been made ready. It is harvest time. It is breakthrough time. It is now time. There will be no more cycles of defeat, No more loops of discouragement. I am breaking the patterns that have kept you bound. Generational strongholds are being dismantled. Old mindsets are crumbling. Chains are snapping. You are walking in a freedom your ancestors only dreamed of. You are becoming the one who breaks the curse, who rewrites the story, who changes the trajectory. And what I do in you will not stop with you. Your children, your family, your community, they will all be impacted. The ripple effect of your obedience will be felt for generations. This is legacy. This is kingdom inheritance. This is how I multiply your yes into an eternal reward. Do not look back. Do not return to what I've called you out of. Do not entertain the whispers of doubt. You are too close. You are too precious. You are too called. Keep pressing. Keep believing. Keep rejoicing. Keep moving forward. For I am with you, and I will never fail you. Beloved child, hear me now with your heart wide open. For I am drawing the veil from your understanding so you can fully embrace the depth of my plans for you. You have come so far, and yet this is only the beginning of a much greater unfolding. You are standing on the edge of a holy threshold, and what lies beyond it is more than a personal breakthrough. It is divine inheritance. You are not simply entering into a better life. You are stepping into your God-ordained purpose. This next season will require more of your trust, not less. Greater blessings bring greater responsibility. I will increase your influence, but with it must come deeper intimacy with me. Stay anchored. Stay hidden in my presence, even when the spotlight finds you. Let my voice be louder than the applause, and my truth be more solid than any praise or recognition. You must live for the audience of one, me, your Father, who sees in secret and rewards in the open. I'm sending you where others fear to go, into broken places, wounded hearts, dark corners of society, and I will clothe you with courage. You will not go in your own strength. My Spirit will rest upon you with such clarity and power that demons will flee, hope will rise, and healing will flow wherever you step. You will bring light into the shadows, and the captives will be set free. You are my messenger, my ambassador, my beloved warrior. You were born for this. The pain you endured was not for destruction. It was for preparation. The silence you walked through was not abandonment. It was training. The seasons of obscurity were not punishment. They were sacred incubation. And now I'm bringing you forth with power, clothed in humility, anointed with fire. You carry something eternal. Do not underestimate your significance in my kingdom. Your words will have weight. Your prayers will carry precision. Your very presence will shift atmospheres. I am giving you eyes to see like I see, ears to hear like I hear, a heart that beats with my compassion. You will discern truth in confusion, love in brokenness, and beauty in ashes. You will be a bridge between heaven and earth, pointing the way not with religion but with realness. I am raising you as a standard of what it means to walk in grace and truth. But this requires your continual surrender. You must not become casual with what I've consecrated. Protect your time with me. Guard your purity. Nurture your intimacy with my Spirit. Do not trade your anointing for temporary comfort. The cost of compromise is too high, but the reward of obedience is eternal. I will entrust you with more because you have shown yourself faithful with little. I see how you've grown. I see how you've kept believing when it was easier to doubt. I see how you've chosen forgiveness instead of revenge, humility instead of pride, perseverance instead of quitting. That matters to me. Every right choice in the face of pain, every whispered prayer in the middle of the night, every act of love when you felt empty. I have seen it all, and I am the God who rewards in due time, and that time is near. You will begin to notice a shift in your atmosphere. What resisted you will start to yield. What once intimidated you will feel small. You'll see divine alignment in your relationships. New doors will open, doors you didn't even knock on. People will be drawn to the peace that surrounds you. Provision will come in unexpected ways. And every time you question, "Why me, Lord?" I will whisper back, "Because I can trust you." Do not be surprised when people begin to ask for your wisdom. You carry something rare, authenticity. They won't come because you are perfect. They will come because they see your scars and still feel your strength. Your vulnerability will be a beacon. Your honesty will be healing. You don't need to have all the answers. Just point them to me. I will speak through you. And in this increase, remain low. Keep your heart soft, your hands open, your ears tuned to my whisper. The world celebrates the loud and flashy, but I honor the quiet and faithful. Stay rooted in my love. Let me be your reward. Let my presence satisfy the deepest parts of you that no success could ever reach. I know the ache inside you for something more, something lasting, something real. I placed it there so that you would find its fulfillment only in me. You are my temple. My spirit dwells in you. You are holy because I have called you so. Do not let the world define you. You belong to me. Your future is not in the hands of man. It's not in your past mistakes. It's not even in your own performance. Your future is sealed in my covenant, wrapped in my grace, carried by my love. You are moving from glory to glory, from fear to faith, from striving to resting, from surviving to thriving. Every promise is yes and amen in Christ. I am not withholding, I am timing. And when the moment comes, it will be sudden. It will be unmistakable. It will be undeniably me. So lift up your head, square your shoulders, take a deep breath of this holy wind that surrounds you. You are stepping into your calling. You are embracing your identity. You are becoming everything I dreamed for you to be. Now, my beloved, receive this final word as a seal upon your heart, a divine signature of my love spoken over your life from eternity past and fulfilled now in your present. You have walked through shadows, but now you step into light. You have endured pressure, but now you emerge as gold. I am not just changing your story, I am writing your future, aligning every chapter with the beauty of my design. Nothing will be wasted. Everything will be redeemed. I did not bring you this far to leave you. I did not breathe life into your lungs just to watch you fall. I have carried you, healed you, restored you, and now I commission you. Go forward, not with fear, but with fire. Not with hesitation, but with holy hunger. For your steps are ordered. Your path is blessed. Your inheritance is secure. This is not the end of my message. It is the beginning of your movement. You are a carrier of revival, a vessel of my spirit, a voice of hope in a weary world. Don't wait for perfect conditions to begin. Begin and watch perfection be added to you. Start with what you have. Use what's in your hands. I will multiply it beyond imagination. Your yes is the key to miracles you have yet to witness. Look around. What once seemed impossible now stands at the edge of fulfillment. The doors are opening. The harvest is ripe. The joy you've only dreamed of is rushing toward you like a tidal wave of grace. And this time, you will not just witness blessings. You will walk in them. You will inhabit the promises. You will see the land I spoke about flowing with peace, provision, and purpose. I am restoring your name. Where you once were mocked, you will be honored. Where you were overlooked, you will be sought after. Where you were broken, you will shine with divine wholeness. Not because of who you are in yourself, but because of who I am in you. And I am the God who makes all things new. This identity I've given you is permanent. This love I've poured out on you is unshakable. This calling I've spoken over you is irrevocable. You are my child forever. You are accepted completely. You are cherished eternally. Nothing can pluck you from my hand. No storm can drive you from my presence. No failure can disqualify you from my grace. So come to me now with joy. Worship with abandon. Live with courage. Speak with truth. Love with passion. Lead with humility. And believe with all your heart that I am not finished yet. There is still more, still greater, still deeper. And I will be with you in every moment, every challenge, every celebration. every silence. I am not a seasonal father, I am your forever God. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. And now let me say this clearly. You are not waiting for favor. You are walking in it. You are not begging for a future. You are building it with me. You are not asking for love. You are drenched in it. My love has no expiration. My grace has no limit. My plans for you are full of peace, not harm, a hope, not despair, a future, not ruin. Even now, I'm dispatching angels to war on your behalf. I'm surrounding your home with peace. I'm marking your family with legacy. I'm setting your feet upon the high places. And nothing, absolutely nothing, will separate you from what I have promised. It is yours because you are mine, and I keep my promises. There will be moments ahead when you will need to remember this word. Return to it. Reread it, speak it aloud, let it anchor your soul in storms. Let it remind you of who you are and who I am. Let it be the trumpet that drowns out the lies. Let it be your battle cry, your resting place, your divine decree. My precious child, lift up your heart, for I, your God, am speaking directly to your spirit. I have seen the sorrow that tried to settle in your soul, the discouragement that whispered lies into your mind, and the shadows that loomed over your days. But I declare to you now, those dark voices must leave. I am removing the veil of sadness from your life and covering you with my peace, a peace that surpasses understanding, a joy that cannot be shaken. I know you feel tired, worn down by the battles of life, perhaps unsure if you have the strength to keep going. But hear me, your journey does not end in defeat. You are not a story of sorrow, but a testimony of triumph. You did not come this far just to collapse at the edge of your promise. I am the one who brought you out of your past. I saw you clutching broken dreams and silent tears, but I never left you. Even in the nights when you thought I was absent, I was cradling your heart, whispering courage into your soul. You prayed for me to guide you, to take your hand and not let go. And that's exactly what I did. I've been walking with you through every storm, holding you upright when your knees buckled under the weight of it all. I will not allow you to return to the pain you've escaped from. I will not permit you to be dragged back into the chains I already broke off of you. No, beloved, you are going forward, upward, into the fullness of my promise. Let me make this clear. You will rise not because of your own strength, but because I myself will lift you. You were never meant to carry all this alone. My spirit is upon you, within you, surrounding you, and I have seen your heart, your hunger for a better life, your quiet faithfulness when no one else saw, your dreams that still live despite the battles you faced. I am moved by your sincerity. I am touched by your perseverance. I delight in your longing for me. So know this, your failure is not your ending. Your struggles are not your identity. Shame will not have the last word in your story. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. I am with you in power and in mercy. I am healing the wounds you don't speak of and silencing the fear that tries to scream over your faith. Do not be afraid of what lies ahead. The future is not a threat when I am the one holding it. I am preparing wonders for you. Divine appointments that you cannot even imagine. Every step you take is laced with my presence. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to witness my miraculous hand. I will turn your battles into breakthroughs. I will transform your trials into triumph. Trust in my timing. Believe in my purpose. Know that what you have prayed for in tears, I will answer with joy. Even now, I am touching your mind with clarity, flooding your heart with peace. My promises are not empty, they are eternal. My word does not return void. I said I would be with you always, and I meant it. In your weakest moment, my strength is perfected. When you cannot stand, I will carry you. When your path seems hidden, I will light it with the fire of my truth. You will shine again. Your life will radiate with the beauty of redemption. Like the dawn breaking after a long night, Your spirit will rise into a new season. I'm giving you wings like an eagle, that you may soar above the storms. I will guide you to high places where peace and joy overflow. No more wandering in confusion. No more listening to lies. From now on, your ears will be tuned to my voice alone. Do not allow doubt to steal what I've already declared over you. Don't let fear plant seeds in the soil where faith is meant to grow. I am your refuge, your fortress, your unwavering friend in every valley. You are never alone. You are never abandoned. I am the God who wipes your tears, lifts your chin, and whispers, "You are mine." And when you feel overwhelmed, remember that even your tears are seen. Even your sighs are heard. Nothing is hidden from me. I am the God who is moved with compassion. I will turn your mourning into dancing. I will crown you with gladness instead of heaviness. Where you once felt weak, you will be strong. Where you once felt lost, you will now walk in purpose. Where you once saw only brokenness, you will now build with hope. And I will be your constant companion, your faithful father, your guiding shepherd, your mighty warrior. This is only the beginning, my child. I have so much more to pour into your life. Blessings that will overflow, miracles that will leave you breathless, peace that will guard your mind like a fortress. You are entering into a new era, one of restoration, one of healing, one of power. So stand tall, speak life, embrace joy, let go of the chains and hold tight to me. I am with you. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop the light I'm placing in you from shining. Your victory is not a possibility, it is a promise, and I always keep my word. Yes, my beloved, breathe deeply now. Let the weight that's been pressing on your chest dissolve in my presence. I am here, not far, not distant, not indifferent. I am close, closer than your next breath, closer than any wound, closer than every whisper of despair that tried to take root. I am your source of peace, your wellspring of joy. I am the one who holds the keys to your freedom. And today I am unlocking new dimensions of my glory in your life. The heaviness you've carried, the invisible burden no one sees but I've always known, it ends here. That cloud of sadness, that invisible pressure trying to crush your spirit, is breaking now under the authority of my voice. I do not speak to you as one who is guessing your pain. I know it fully. I stepped into it when I sent my son. He carried it on the cross. And through his stripes, you are not just healed physically, you are healed emotionally, mentally, spiritually. The same power that raised him from the dead now lives in you. Do you believe it? Let me tell you what I see when I look at you. I see my image marred, but being restored. I see resilience that has weathered many storms. I see love that never gave up on me, even when life tried to convince you otherwise. I see a heart still beating with hope, even when disappointment knocked it down. I see my child, precious, chosen, wrapped in grace. And I say to you, no more will sadness write your story. No more will discouragement define your decision. I'm giving you joy not dependent on circumstances, a joy that flows even in trials, a joy that confuses your enemies and shocks your doubts, a joy that bursts forth like a fountain from your innermost being. This is not the fleeting happiness the world offers. This is eternal, unshakable, soul-deep joy that only comes from me. It is my gift to you. Receive it now. Embrace it like sunlight on your face. Let it soak into every crevice where pain tried to live. You've cried for peace, and I've heard. But not only am I giving you peace, I am making you a peacemaker. Wherever you go, my peace will follow. You'll walk into rooms and change atmospheres, not because you are loud, but because you carry the Prince of Peace inside of you. People will feel safer, lighter, more hopeful in your presence because you reflect me. That is your inheritance. Not chaos, not fear, not depression, but divine, unstoppable peace. This peace is not fragile. It's a weapon. It silences lies. It disarms stress. It displaces anxiety. You will not be tormented by racing thoughts anymore. You will not lose sleep over what you cannot control. I will teach you to rest even in the middle of unanswered prayers. I will teach you to dance even when the breakthrough has not yet arrived. For in your worship I move, in your praise I act, and in your trust I build. You are not being punished, you are being positioned. Positioned for glory, positioned for purpose. I know that sorrow once spoke loudly in your ears. I know it told you to stop trying, to give up, to accept a life of sadness as normal. But I am rewriting your expectations. I am restoring childlike wonder. You will wake up with anticipation again. You will dream again. You will smile without pretending. This is my declaration over your life. The season of joylessness is over. The drought is ending. The famine of peace is turning into a feast. I am preparing a table before you, not just in front of friends, but in the very presence of your enemies. And they will watch as I crown you with favor, as I pour out oil on your head, as your cup overflows with blessing after blessing. This is not wishful thinking, it is divine reality. And yes, there will still be trials, but the difference now is that you will walk through them with me, not just beside you, but inside you. My spirit is not a visitor, he is a resident in your heart. I am not a seasonal helper, I am your eternal refuge. Every dark valley will become a testimony. Every tear will be turned into rain that waters the garden of your destiny. Do not believe the lie that things will always be this way. I am the God of new beginnings, and I am writing one for you now. Look again, hope again, speak life over yourself. Say it even if you don't feel it yet. I'm loved, I'm chosen, I'm not forgotten. My joy is being restored, my peace is returning, my life is not over, it's just beginning. As you say those words, heaven moves, angels respond, chains fall. You are not powerless, you are empowered. My spirit flows through you, and where my spirit is, there is liberty. So walk free, lift your eyes, shake off the dust of past disappointments. They no longer define you, I do. And I say this, you are beautiful in my eyes. You are whole, even as I continue to heal you. You are enough because I am in you. You are joyful not because of your situation, but because of your salvation. And you are on a journey, one where every step is orchestrated by love, filled with grace, and covered in peace. Keep walking, child. You're not who you were yesterday. You're becoming everything I imagined the day I knit you together in your mother's womb. And what I start, I always finish. My beloved, let me take you deeper now. Deeper into the core of your identity, into the very foundation of who you are becoming in me. You've lived long enough carrying the weight of false labels, judgments from others, and harsh words that etched themselves into your memory. But hear me, you are not what they said. You are not defined by the days of weakness, by the moments of doubt, or by the seasons when sadness seemed to overtake you. You're defined by my love, and I call you free, joyful, and whole. There's a shift happening now. I am moving you from emotional survival to spiritual overflow. No longer will you wake each day trying to get through it. You are being reawakened to the truth that life with me is not just about endurance. It is about abundance. I came not just to save you from death, but to fill you with the fullness of joy, peace, and purpose. You were not meant to limp through life. You were created to soar. Yes, the battles were real. The pain was deep, but so is your healing. So is my love. So is the newness that I am pouring into your spirit. And I am telling you now, look forward, not backward. Stop rehearsing what went wrong. Stop reliving the moments that broke you. I have already stepped into those memories. I have already released my healing there. It is time to stop defining yourself by the wounds and start identifying yourself by the one who heals them. I want to restore your imagination. The enemy tried to use it to magnify fear, worst-case scenarios, and hopelessness. But I created it to dream with me, to see possibilities before they manifest, to envision what I prepared for you. Let me sanctify your thoughts. Let me breathe life into your mind. I want you to begin imagining your life filled with my goodness. Start seeing yourself waking up refreshed, not dreading the day. Start imagining your relationships filled with peace, not tension. See yourself smiling from within, not just on the surface. These are not fantasies. These are previews of what I'm doing. You've prayed for me to remove the sadness, and I am. But I'm also giving you something better in its place. Joy that flows like a river and peace like an anchor. These are not momentary emotions. They are fruits of my spirit, ever growing, unshaken by circumstances. The world may change, the people around you may shift, but these gifts from me are eternal. I don't just visit your heart, I dwell in it, and where I dwell, joy reigns. Let me also speak to the inner conflict you've been carrying, the part of you that wants to believe, but still fears disappointment. That's okay. I know your faith is still growing. I know you've experienced letdowns that make it hard to trust, but I'm not asking you for perfect faith. I'm asking you for honest surrender. I don't need you to figure it all out. I need you to give me the space to move. And if all you have is a mustard seed of faith, I will take it and grow it into a tree that provides shade for others. I am also redeeming your rest. No more lying awake at night, replaying conversations, worrying about tomorrow, or feeling the ache of emptiness. I am breathing over your sleep. I am declaring peace over your nights. You will sleep in my arms, under the protection of my angels, with my songs of deliverance echoing over you. You were not created to carry burdens into the night. I already carried them to the cross. This is also a season of restoration in your soul connections. I am reconciling fractured relationships, healing emotional wounds, and removing toxic attachments. I am bringing people into your life who carry my presence, who speak truth with love, who build you up instead of breaking you down. You will no longer feel alone in a crowd. I am placing you in divine community, a tribe that sees you, honors you, and walks with you into your destiny. You've tried so hard to stay strong for everyone else, but now I want you to rest in my strength. Let your guard down with me. Cry in my presence. Laugh in my presence. Breathe in my presence. I am your safe place. I will never shame you for your emotion. I will never reject you in your need. I do not love a future version of you. I love you now, fully, completely, passionately. I want to restore not only your emotional health, but your spiritual authority. You've been silenced too long by insecurity and comparison, but I'm raising your voice again, not in arrogance, but in anointing. You have something to say. You carry stories of survival, of grace, of lessons learned in the dark. These stories are not meant to be hidden. They are seeds that will bring life to others. Your vulnerability is not weakness. It is a channel for my power to flow. Let your heart hope again. Let your voice rise again. Let your hands worship again. Let your spirit run free again. You were never created to be imprisoned by past sorrow. You were designed to radiate light. And I am polishing you now like a diamond formed in pressure so that your radiance can no longer be ignored. You are not the sum of what hurt you. You are the masterpiece of the one who heals you. Beloved, draw near, for the work I am doing within you is holy and irreversible. You are not just in a moment of encouragement. You are in a divine transformation. What I am shaping in you is sacred, powerful, and intentional. I am tearing down every fortress of discouragement that tried to take root in your heart, and I am building in its place a sanctuary of joy, peace, and power. No more shall sadness reign in your spirit. No more shall discouragement set the tone of your days. I am shifting your emotional atmosphere permanently. Let me speak now to the voices that echo from your past. The words that said you weren't enough, that you would never change, that your best days were behind you. I cancel every one of those lies. I erase them with the authority of my truth. My word over you is final, and my word says you are being renewed day by day, from glory to glory. You are not regressing, you are advancing. You are not breaking down, you are breaking through. I'm establishing a new identity in you. one rooted not in your mistakes or your moments of weakness, but in the reality of who I am in you. You're not a prisoner of depression. You're a temple of my spirit. You're not trapped in cycles of defeat. You're walking into divine patterns of victory. And it all begins with your agreement. Align your thoughts with my truth. Choose to believe what I have spoken, even when your emotions haven't caught up yet. Faith is not a feeling. It is a decision to trust me when your eyes cannot see the outcome. I am teaching you to walk by faith and not by sight, by truth and not by trauma. You don't have to pretend that the pain wasn't real, but you do need to accept that the pain doesn't have the final word. I do, and I say this: the sadness that has stalked your steps ends here. You will no longer live under that cloud. It may try to return, but you now have authority to speak to it. When discouragement knocks, you will answer with praise. When heaviness whispers, you will respond with joy. You will speak my promises aloud, and the darkness will flee. I'm not only giving you peace for yourself, I'm making you a dispenser of peace. You will walk into anxious spaces and release calm. You will speak to confused minds and bring clarity. You will lay hands on weary souls and joy will arise. My presence in you will become a refuge for others. You are not too broken to help. Your healing is the very testimony they need to see. Your past will become a platform. Your trials will become a torch. And your life will be a lighthouse for those still navigating the storm. Do not hide what I brought you through. Declare it. Rejoice in it. For every sorrow I've turned into strength. Every wound I've turned into wisdom. Every moment of despair I've turned into purpose. That is the evidence of my goodness in your life. I am also calling you to a deeper place in me. No more surface living. I'm inviting you into the secret place where you can hear my heartbeat and receive strategy for the days ahead. Your healing is not just emotional, it is spiritual. I am awakening your gifts. You will dream again. You will discern clearly. You will pray with boldness. I am removing the fog from your mind. You will no longer wonder if I'm near. You will know it. You will sense me in your quiet time, in your daily tasks, in your worship. I will be your constant companion, your eternal source of strength. And in this intimacy, you will be made whole. For I did not just come to patch up wounds. I came to restore what was lost. The joy of your youth, the hope you buried, the spark that life tried to extinguish. I'm breathing on all of it now, resurrecting it with my power. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not too broken. My grace covers all of it. I restore not just what you had, but what you never thought possible. This restoration will touch every part of your life. Your thoughts will align with my truth. Your emotions will stabilize under my peace. Your relationships will be healed by my love. Your calling will be activated by my spirit. Your future will shine with my purpose, and through it all, I will be glorified. So stand strong, child. Lift your head high. Let the tears fall if they must. But know that every tear is watering the seeds of joy I have planted. Let go of the weight. Lay down the shame. Reject the lie that says this is all there is. There is more. There is healing. There is laughter ahead. There is singing in your future. There are mornings without dread, nights full of rest, and days filled with meaning. You will not only survive, you will thrive. You will overflow. You will radiate. And when others see you, they will ask, what changed? And you will say, it was the hand of God. He lifted me. He shielded me. He made me whole. And I will be glorified through you, my precious one. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Pause here and let my love soak into the deepest places of your being. You are not reading mere words. You are receiving a divine impartation, a shift from within that will not be reversed. I'm not offering temporary comfort or a passing relief. No, I'm releasing a permanent change in your atmosphere, a holy revolution within your heart. The sadness that clung to you like a shadow has lost its hold, and in its place I am filling you with my radiant joy and enduring peace. Can you feel it? The stillness within you is no longer emptiness. It is sacred space where I now dwell. Your silence is not abandonment. It is my invitation to listen. You no longer need to prove anything to me. I know you. I see you. I love you. You are my delight, and I am not disappointed in your struggle. I am proud of your endurance. You kept moving forward when you didn't feel like it. You clung to hope when everything around you suggested it was pointless. That persistence moved my heart. That fight in you, it's divine. Now let me reframe how you see yourself. You're not fragile. You're not forgotten. You're not finished. You're a warrior clothed in my grace. You are a vessel of my glory. You're my image bearer, and the same Spirit that raised Jesus from the dead lives in you. Do you understand what that means? Depression cannot stand against resurrection power. Sadness cannot remain where my joy is enthroned. You are rising not because circumstances changed, but because you are changing. I am restoring your emotional vocabulary. Where once your words were limited to survival, I'm okay, I'm tired, I'm managing. I am now giving you new language. I'm hopeful, I'm healing, I'm alive, I'm free. You'll begin to speak differently, pray differently, praise differently. Not because you're pretending, but because you're living from a new place, a higher place. The valley taught you endurance, but now the mountaintop will teach you vision. And I'm not just restoring your heart, I'm reclaiming your time. The months and years that sadness seemed to steal are not lost. I am the redeemer of time. I will cause you to accomplish in months what should have taken years. I will open doors that fast-track your destiny. I will bring connections, opportunities, and moments so divine that you'll look back and say, only God could have done this. That is my specialty. Restoring what was stolen, beautifying what was broken, and accelerating what was delayed. This freedom I'm releasing is contagious. Your healing will overflow into your family. Your home will shift from tension to tranquility. Conversations will become kind. Memories will be healed. Generational wounds will be mended. The atmosphere you carry will influence others without you saying a word. Just your presence, full of my spirit, will bring peace because I dwell richly in you. I'm also renewing your passion for life. Where apathy crept in, purpose is returning. Where discouragement dimmed your dreams, boldness is rising. Where routine dulled your days, revelation is stirring. You will not only dream again, you will act. You will build, create, plant, and flourish. I am giving you divine ideas, supernatural strategies, and anointing for execution. You are not disqualified by your delays. You are positioned perfectly to reflect my glory in this very hour. I want you to prepare yourself because what I am about to do will not resemble what you've experienced before. This new chapter is not a continuation of pain. It is a break from the past. You will see sudden blessings, swift changes, sharp clarity. You will hear my voice louder, sense my spirit stronger, and walk in greater authority. Your identity in me is becoming unshakable, and with that identity comes access. Access to favor, to peace, to wisdom, to open doors no man can shut. You ask me how much longer, Lord, and I answer, not much longer. Now the shift is already underway. What you feel inside, the lightness, the hope, the stirring, that's me preparing your new beginning. Don't doubt it just because it feels unfamiliar. Joy often feels like a surprise when you've lived too long in sadness. But this is your portion. It's your inheritance. I died to give you abundant life, and I intend for you to enjoy it. So breathe in deeply. Let go of the fear that this feeling will fade. My joy is not fleeting. It is not emotional fluff. It is a weapon, a fortress, a force. It will sustain you, protect you, and empower you. It is not dependent on your perfection. It flows from my presence. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm in this for the long haul. You are my home, and I want you to remember this always. Joy is not the absence of sorrow, but the presence of me. Peace is not the end of conflict, but the reality of my sovereignty in the middle of it. You can have joy in grief, peace in pressure, hope in uncertainty, because I am Emmanuel, God with you, and I am not leaving. This is your turning point. This is your fresh wind. This is the moment everything starts to shift. Keep your eyes on me, keep your heart open, keep speaking life, keep expecting good. The story is not over. It's only beginning. Come closer, child, for now I reveal the deeper mysteries of my joy and peace in you. You have known the weight of sorrow, the fatigue of constantly pushing through life while carrying burdens too heavy for your shoulders. But today I am trading your sorrow for joy, your burdens for beauty, your exhaustion for renewal. I have not called you to a life of striving. I have called you to a life of abiding. Abide in me, and you will see how I pour out a peace so profound it confounds all logic. You were never meant to navigate this life alone, and you certainly were never created to pretend that you're fine when your heart is bleeding. I know the pressure you felt to be strong, to hold it all together, to be the one others depend on, even while you've secretly struggled. But I say this to you now, let go. Let go of the mask. Let go of the weight. Let go of the idea that your value is tied to your performance. I see through the layers. I love you not for what you do, but for who you are. Mine. I'm touching now the part of you that you kept hidden, that tender place in your heart that felt too raw, too wounded to expose, even in prayer. But I see it. I've always seen it, and I do not look away. I move toward it. I lay my hand gently there, not to condemn, but to heal. You've been told to just get over it. But I say to you, let me go deep. Let me mend the places no one else can reach. I am not in a hurry. I do not rush your process. I walk with you at your pace, and I do not grow weary. Joy is rising, not the kind that disappears in difficulty, but the kind that strengthens you in it. This joy is a weapon. It's not naive, it's fierce. It comes from knowing that I have overcome the world, and because I live in you, you too will overcome. The sadness that tried to label you, define you, and imprison you will now become a platform from which my glory will be displayed. You are stepping into a new expression of identity. You are no longer the version of yourself shaped by trauma, failure, or fear. You are becoming the person I envisioned when I first formed you. Every trial refined you. Every storm shaped you. And now, like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, you are rising into beauty you never imagined possible. And this beauty is not only for you, it is for those I will send to you. You are a carrier of light. Even when you felt dim, your presence carried my flame. Even when you didn't feel qualified, I was qualifying you through every step of your journey. And now your scars shine. They speak of survival, of hope, of grace, of me. Never be ashamed of what you've walked through. The enemy wanted your pain to isolate you, but I will use it to connect you to me and to others. You are not disqualified. You are destined. I'm even now restoring laughter to your life. Real laughter from deep within. The kind that bubbles up not from everything being perfect, but from knowing I am in control. From being so rooted in me that your soul sings even in silence. I am giving you moments that will make you laugh until tears fall. I am restoring the joy of childhood wonder, the ability to notice the small blessings, to pause for beauty, to enjoy without guilt. This too is holy. Let's talk about your days ahead. You feared them, haven't you? Wondered if joy would be short-lived, if peace would evaporate, if the sadness would come creeping back. But hear me clearly. Your future is blessed. Not perfect, not painless, but blessed. And when trouble comes, I'll be right there with you. Not just observing from a distance, but holding you, fighting for you, and filling you with supernatural peace that surpasses every threat. What you are experiencing is not a fleeting emotional high. It is a holy encounter with my spirit. I'm planting seeds in you now that will grow into a garden of life, full of fruit that blesses everyone around you. The more you draw near, the more you'll see just how fruitful your life is becoming. The same you who once wept from heartbreak will now weep with joy. The same mouth that once spoke doubt will now declare my promises. The same hands that once trembled in fear will now heal the sick, bless the weary, lift the broken. You are becoming a sign of my faithfulness, a living letter that others will read, not one written with ink, but with the Spirit of the living God. They will see your peace and ask about its source. They will feel your joy and hunger for it themselves. They will sense your resilience and wonder what sustains you, and you will tell them, "It is the Lord. He rescued me, He restored me, He filled me." You will not hoard what I give you. You will pour it out freely, and I will keep refilling you. Your home will be a sanctuary of peace. Your words will carry weight. Your steps will leave a trail of blessing, and your presence will carry a fragrance of heaven. Let me say this again so it resounds in your soul. You are free. You are whole. You are loved. You are new. No more living under the echo of yesterday. No more defining your days by sadness. No more delaying your joy. It begins now. It flows now. It manifests now. So open your arms. Lift your head. Smile again. You're walking in a new day, child. Step into this moment with courage, for the veil has lifted. What once seemed distant and unattainable is now near and tangible. You are not who you were yesterday. The weight of sadness that once defined your season has been broken off, and you're now clothed in garments of praise. I, your God, am wrapping you in light, covering you with joy, and establishing you as a beacon in a world so desperate for hope. Let me speak plainly to the fear still clinging to the corners of your soul. Fear of losing what you've just begun to feel. Peace, happiness, freedom. I tell you the truth. My gifts are not fragile. My blessings are not fleeting. The joy I give is anchored in eternity. It is not a temporary escape from pain. It is the solid foundation under your feet. You are no longer building your life on unstable emotion, but on the unshakable truth of my love and promises. You may feel vulnerable, newly awakened, newly healed, but that is not weakness. It is wonder. This new joy is unfamiliar because it is pure. It doesn't need to be earned. It doesn't depend on people. It flows straight from my heart into yours, and I am training you to live in it every day, not just on the mountaintops, but even in the valleys. For when you carry my joy, valleys become vineyards, deserts bloom, dry bones live again. I'm restoring your vision now. Where your eyes once only saw pain and limitation, you will begin to see possibility and beauty, not just around you, but within you. You will see the gifts I placed inside you, gifts that survived the pressure, the fire, the storm, gifts that were hidden but now are ready to be released. You will paint, speak, write, build, serve, love, not from a place of emptiness, but from overflow. I'm calling you to walk as one who knows the value of what I've done. This joy you've received, it cost me everything. I bled for it. I died for it. And I rose again so you could rise with me, not just someday in heaven, but today in wholeness. So do not minimize what's happening in your spirit. This is not emotional relief. It is resurrection power coursing through every part of you, declaring, "Behold, I make all things new." You are a testimony of my power, not just in words, but in your very presence. People will feel the change in you, the lightness, the peace, the authenticity. They will wonder, and you will say, "I met the one who sees me, who lifted me, who gave me his joy." And in that confession, their chains will begin to break too. You are now a joy bearer, a peace spreader, a kingdom ambassador. You do not need a pulpit to preach. Your life is the sermon. Your healing will speak louder than any message. Your smile will carry my presence. Your resilience will declare my faithfulness. Wherever you go, heaven goes with you. I have commissioned you to carry my atmosphere into every space, to speak life into every conversation, to build bridges where walls once stood. And I say this, don't look back. Don't revisit the graves I've called you out of. Don't reopen the wounds I've healed. Don't entertain the voices I've silenced. The past has no authority over your future unless you give it permission. I've called you forward. The path ahead is paved with my glory. Stay in step with me, and you will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. This is not about pretending that you're happy. This is about living in truth. The truth that you are loved. The truth that you are chosen. The truth that sadness was not your final chapter. Yes, there may still be moments of tears, but they will no longer control you. They will no longer define you. You may feel the sting of life, but it will not steal your song. For your song comes from a well that never runs dry, my spirit within you. Sing again, dance again, hope again. Not because everything is perfect, but because I am with you. That is your confidence. That is your strength. That is your inheritance. I am not going anywhere. I will walk with you into every new day, whispering truth, releasing peace, pouring joy. And as you continue on this journey, know this. You are not just healed, you're being made whole. There is a difference. Healing stops the bleeding, but wholeness restores what was lost. Wholeness makes you strong again. Wholeness equips you for your calling. And that is what I am doing in you now. So rise up, smile with boldness, walk with assurance, love without fear, create without apology, live without shame. The shadows have lifted. The Sun of Righteousness is rising over you with healing in his wings. And I am the one who has done this. You are free, child, truly free. My beloved, the freedom you now walk in is not a dream. It is reality. The chains are broken. The sadness is lifting. The light has come, and it will not be extinguished. I am the light of the world, and I dwell within you. That means darkness no longer has authority over your mind, your heart, or your future. The lies that once defined you have lost their power. You are stepping into the fullness of truth, and with that truth comes unstoppable joy. You must understand this joy I've given you is not ordinary. It is not emotional fluff or temporary relief. It is a supernatural joy, one that grows in the soil of surrender, one that blooms in seasons of trust. It is joy rooted in my faithfulness, sustained by my presence, and renewed daily by my grace. You will not run out of it. You do not need to earn it. You only need to stay close to me, and joy will continue to overflow. Let me show you something beautiful. Even the wounds you once feared would define you are now becoming marks of glory. Every scar is proof of survival. Every tear is evidence of transformation. Every valley you walked through has been redeemed. What once looked like loss, I have turned into gain. What the enemy meant for evil, I have turned for good. You are not a victim. You are a victor, walking in the victory I won for you at the cross. Your peace is not fragile. It is fierce. It is the peace that calms storms, silences chaos, and anchors your soul. When everything else is shifting, you no longer live in reaction to your environment. You respond according to my spirit. You will face challenges, yes, but no longer as one overwhelmed. You will stand firm, rooted and grounded in love, filled with the power of my spirit. This transformation is not just for your benefit. It's for my glory and others' deliverance. I have healed you so you can help heal others. I have freed you so you can be a deliverer. I have filled you so you can pour out. Every moment of pain you endured is now becoming a wellspring of wisdom, compassion, and authority. You speak not just from experience, but from divine encounter. People will be drawn to the peace in your eyes, the steadiness in your steps, the gentleness in your tone, and they will ask how you did it, how you overcame, how you found joy again, how you smile after all you've walked through. And you will not hesitate to say, "It was the Lord. He met me in my sadness and filled me with joy. He turned my mourning into dancing." You will carry this testimony with humility and boldness. It will open doors, hearts, and heaven, and it will spread like fire, like light, like a river that cannot be stopped. Your life will become a living altar, a testimony to what my love can do. You are not an echo of despair, you are a song of redemption. And now let's look ahead. I am not done, I'm just beginning. I'm giving you dreams again, not just ideas, but blueprints, strategies from heaven, inspired creativity, divine connections. You will not drift through life. You will build, you will plant, you will design with me. Every area of your life will be touched by this joy. Your relationships will be transformed. Your work will carry purpose. Your rest will become sacred. Your worship will become fire. There is a clarity coming to your mind that you've never known before. The fog is lifting. Decisions will come easier. Wisdom will flow freely. Confusion will no longer paralyze you. I am training your ears to hear my voice, and I'm sharpening your discernment so that you can walk in wisdom and avoid the traps of the enemy. Do not fear the future. It is in my hands. Do not fear the unknown. I have already gone before you. Your steps are ordered. Your path is prepared. The doors you need will open. The ones you don't will close. I will make the way straight. I will shine light on your next steps, and I will walk with you into every promise. You are becoming who I always knew you could be. Not someone new, but your truest self, the one I saw before time began. You were not created for sadness. You were made for joy. You were not born to be broken. You were born to carry glory. And that is what's happening now. So walk forward, not with hesitation, but with holy confidence. Speak with authority, love without limits, give without fear, rejoice without restraint. This is the life I purchased for you. This is the joy I died to give you, and now it is yours, freely, fully, forever. Let the world see, let your light shine, let your soul sing, for I am with you, I am for you, and I am in you, my child. Listen closely now, but the fire I've lit within you is not meant to dim. It is meant to grow brighter with each passing day. The joy you are experiencing is not a fleeting spark. It is the beginning of an unquenchable flame. This flame will illuminate not only your path, but also the paths of those walking beside you and those coming behind you. You're becoming a lighthouse in the storm, a living testimony that light always conquers darkness. You were once defined by your battles, but now you are defined by my breakthrough. The nights of weeping have given way to mornings of laughter. The fog of confusion has lifted, and clarity is taking root. Where once you doubted your worth, now you declare your identity. I am chosen, I am redeemed, I am filled with joy unspeakable. This is the declaration that echoes through the heavens and shakes the gates of hell. The enemy lost his grip the moment you believed me. Let me tell you this, you are no longer just surviving, you are thriving. You are not merely enduring the days, you are walking in dominion. You have been equipped with peace that passes understanding and joy that defies circumstance. You have become a vessel of divine resilience, the kind that looks opposition in the face and proclaims, "Greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world." The change within you is permanent because I authored it. What I begin, I sustain. What I sustain, I complete. I am faithful to finish the good work I've started in you. So when you feel the whisper of sadness trying to creep back in, speak my name. When the enemy tries to rehearse your past, rehearse my promises instead. You are armed with truth. You are surrounded by grace. You are indwelt by power. You are my temple, and I do not dwell in sadness. I dwell in joy, and I dwell in you. And know this, joy is not passive. It's not soft or quiet. Joy is a force, a battle cry, a defiant shout that says, I will not be moved. It pushes back despair. It shatters the walls of shame. It refuses to bow to fear. That's the kind of joy I've given you, one that wars for your soul and wins. As you embrace this, watch how I transform not just your inner world, but your outer one too. You will see things shift in your home, in your family, in your finances, in your work. Why? Because joy is not just emotional, it's spiritual. And spiritual transformation affects everything. You will notice things you once tolerated can no longer remain. Environments that drained you will no longer have power over you. You will begin to set holy boundaries, not from a place of bitterness, but from a place of worth. You know who you are now. You carry my joy, and it is sacred. Relationships will also change. Some will fall away, not because of rejection, but because you've outgrown what once held you. Don't mourn what I prune. I always prune with purpose. What I remove, I replace with better. I'm bringing people into your life who speak life, who fan your flame, who walk in joy with you. You're not meant to carry this alone. I'm building around you a community of faith, laughter, strength, and truth. And yes, you will be tested. Joy is not the absence of trial. It is the overcoming of it. You will face challenges, but you will not face them in despair. You will face them with my joy as your strength. The difference now is that you know where your help comes from. You will not crumble. You will conquer. Because joy is not what you feel. It's who you've become. I've seen the years you spent quietly crying out to me. I've collected every tear. Not one has been wasted. Each one has watered the soil of the harvest that is now bursting forth in your life. Where others saw your sorrow and turned away, I saw your sincerity and drew near. And now my answer to your prayers is being manifested in real time. You will no longer apologize for your joy. You will no longer shrink to fit the expectations of others. You will no longer pretend to be okay because now you truly are. And even in the days when sadness attempts to revisit, you'll be equipped with truth, filled with my presence, and surrounded by my favor. You are stepping into a season of celebration, a time to rejoice without restraint, a time to dance without shame, a time to dream without limitation. I am throwing wide the doors to your future, and joy is leading the way. This is what you were created for. Not to carry burdens, but to release glory. So rise and shine, daughter. Lift your head, son. Stand tall, walk forward, live boldly, laugh freely, for the King has declared joy over you. And when I speak, no one can reverse it. Now, my precious child, breathe deeply and know this final truth. The joy I have placed within you is eternal. It is not circumstantial. It is not seasonal. It is not contingent on the approval of others or the absence of struggle. It is a joy forged in the fire of your surrender, sealed by my spirit and anchored in my everlasting love. This joy is your inheritance, and no power in heaven or on earth can take it from you. Let me make this plain. Your life will never be the same, not because of something you did, but because of what I've done in you. You have crossed over from sorrow to singing, from despair to destiny, from bondage to blessing. You're not merely surviving your story, you are rewriting it with me. Every chapter, every line, every detail now echoes with my presence. What once was a record of pain is now a testimony of purpose. You've seen how I brought peace to your mind, how I flooded your heart with hope, how I lifted the weight of sadness that lingered for too long. And now, as you go forward, you will see that same power touching everything you touch. Your hands are blessed. Your words carry weight. Your presence carries peace. You are not just healed, you are commissioned. Yes, commissioned to go, to speak, to shine, to comfort those who sit where you once sat. You know the ache of sadness. Now you'll be a healer of it. You know the sting of discouragement. Now your testimony will be a sword that cuts through hopelessness in others. You are not empty. You are overflowing. And from your overflow, many will drink, many will rise, many will believe again. Your calling is awakening. What once felt dormant is now alive. Passions you thought were dead are being resurrected. Creativity you abandoned is being stirred. Purpose you questioned is becoming clear. Do not be afraid to dream again. I am the God who placed those dreams in you, and I am the one who will fulfill them. What you thought was delayed was only being developed. The time is now. The doors are opening. The way is clear. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. I am with you always. In the quiet moments when doubt tries to creep in, I'll whisper truth. In the busy days when distractions threaten your joy, I'll steady you. In the battles ahead, I'll fight beside you. My presence is your constant. My love is your shield. My joy is your strength. There will be moments when the old sadness tries to speak again. Do not be surprised, but do not listen. You know the difference now. You know my voice. And when the enemy tries to remind you of who you were, remind him of who I've made you to be. You are not who you were. You are who I say you are. Chosen, healed, joyful, empowered. This is your identity now. And with that identity comes divine authority. Walk in it. Speak from it. Live through it. No more shrinking. No more silence. No more self-doubt. My spirit within you will be your guide, your comforter, your power source. You will do great things, not in your own strength, but in mine. And the joy that carries you will also carry others. For joy multiplies in the sharing. So let it flow. Let it pour out of your heart, your home, your work, your worship. Let it show in your eyes, in your walk, in your tone, in your touch. You are the light of the world, and your light will not be hidden. The world needs what I have placed inside you. Don't hold back. Shine. Your journey is holy. Your healing is sacred. Your story is mine. I am with you always. And this joy you feel is just the beginning. There are deeper waters of gladness, higher mountains of delight, and wider rivers of peace still to explore. And I will lead you through all of it, step by step, day by day. So rise up now, stand tall in who you are. Laugh without restraint, worship without worry, live without limits. Amen. My beloved child, let this message not end with you. Extend it to someone walking through shadows. What you've received today is a reminder, a compass, a promise. The world may feel uncertain, but your purpose is unshakable. You are not lost, not overlooked. You are chosen, called, and capable of great things. If these words have lit a fire in you, subscribe and return. Every moment we spend together is a step deeper into understanding and hope. Share this gift with someone who needs to feel seen. Be their spark. And until next time, remain steadfast in love, brave in calling, and firm in the truth that you are never alone. Amen.